We're starting shortly. Aloha. Welcome, everybody, to another edition of the NERDWatch podcast. I, of course, am G Money, and I am here on this lovely Tuesday evening,
music.
right here in Wailuku on North Market Street, 10 North Market Street to be exact, at Request Music, at Maui Comics and Collectibles. There's so many things inside of things here. It's incredible. Anyway,
I like to put things inside of things in here.
See, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Lies.
Yes. Something you'd like to...
That's not a lie. I do like doing that.
Oh.
Do I get to is the question.
I gotcha. Okay, I gotcha. Yes, sir.
I just wanted to remind everybody that First Friday is this Friday. Wailuku First Friday. They close off Market Street. And
Free comics?
There's a lot of live music. It's the grand reopening of Maui Comics and Collectibles. We're doing grab bags, so you can win some big prizes there.
Okay, sweet.
Bro.
Don't put any of the Marvels in
You know
there.
who-
I want
No,
them.
you want all the
I want
Marvels?
all the
Trust me,
Marvels.
there's not a single Marvel in any of those grab bags.
Anyway, we have here at the NERDWatch, we have rediscovered the wonder that is Marville from back in the 2000s, which looks amazing.
It
So
was.
excited to watch it.
I'm glad I
so
never
excited
read
to
it.
read about it. I hope it's a movie soon. Anyway, before we get started, it's time to check in with the guys and introduce my crew. Ladies and
What is
gentlemen,
up with this angle?
he is. Is it weird?
It's very, I don't know.
It's weird. I don't know. It's weird. Anyway, he is the gaming guru. He is the master of card tricks. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Format. He's in the house.
Hi, America. And
Also-
other places.
America.
Yeah. By the way, just to let you know,
Canada.
not to interrupt the intros, but
That's where Drake is
you
from.
can like, comment, subscribe.
Genesis
on
shared the stream. Who's Genesis?
Genesis Maya.
Genesis
Gen
Maya.
Maya.
Come on,
Oh, I was thinking like Genesis, like where they
From-
sent Spock.
that's a good place.
Yeah, that is a
They
great
could have sent it to
It
Spock.
didn't last very long.
They should have remembered where that planet was, bro.
All right, we are on YouTube. I just want to let everybody know you can comment, like, and subscribe on YouTube. We are also on
Smash that bell icon.
Twitter. Yes, smash that bell icon. Smash that
your
like
cell phone
button.
to press something that's
And
just
of course,
tappable.
we are also on Twitter and Periscope at NERDWatch Nation, at NERDWatch Nation, also on YouTube at NERDWatch Nation as well.
Man, you are
So
loud.
check it out. I'm sorry, I don't mean to be loud. Anyway,
It's in honor of Rush.
moving, yes. Don't get me started. I'm going to start crying.
Princess
right
Leia
here,
gave him the Medal of
right
Freedom.
now.
old
make him
windbag
cry.
himself.
Hey,
Yeah.
I'm going to start crying. Anyway, getting back to the point.
I actually want to see you cry.
I know
over
you do,
that.
don't
You know it wasn't
most
pure
re-
silver because it didn't burn his skin.
The event in and of itself was ridiculous.
It was wonderful. It was wonderful. I shed a tear.
Did you see that part where Donald Trump ran his fingers through his hair? It's like, thank you very much, Rush.
he grabbed him in the
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
in the old grab
And he
bag.
let him because he's a superstar.
He is a superstar. Stop it. Don't be
They're both
They are
superstars.
superstars. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, he is our Dark Knight. Haven't done
See
this.
you
Oh,
in a
my
while.
intro music's back.
Yeah. Haven't done it in a while. He is
I was just watching this today too. Isn't that
the
weird?
horror aficionado.
Is that weird?
He is the man that
Considering he
sweeps
hasn't played it in months.
the streets of Wailuku Town with his cape and cowl,
It's Luke Town, sir.
fighting crime. Oh, Luke Town,
Yeah, you
fighting
butthole.
crime here on the streets. He is also a massive fan of punk rock music. That's why he has his own band called the Minorities.
That's why?
The minorities.
I thought it
it
was
sounds
the-
a little Jewish the way he says it.
Right?
The
Ladies and
minorities.
gentlemen,
I thought it was the
let's give it up
Minnow
for our
titties this
Dark
whole
Knight.
time.
His name is Gannon.
Hey, Gannon.
Ah.
Wow. You gonna wrestle somebody?
Yeah, I was about to.
What is up with that?
What?
They're the gaming guru for
Hey, there's Format.
Here's Gannon.
Yeah. There you go.
Sorry.
Hey, look at this guy.
I'm trying to get on board with you about that, but
Yeah, let me
how
read you
can I
Gannon's
be
intro.
mad about my intro music?
Hey, look at this guy. It's Gannon. All right.
It's like, oh, and Gannon's here. And by the way, here I am, G Money.
G. money. All right.
Jimmy J's watching.
Oh, is he? Jimmy J's in the house.
Jimmy J.
Also joining us this evening, even though he's not sitting here, he will be here shortly. He is the producer seducer.
Sitting in his place is a box of chicken.
He became a box of chicken.
Our producer seducer Kai
Oh,
Kai.
he
will
turned
be
into
here.
a box of chicken.
That's good special
Oh
effects.
no, that's the wrong music.
That is my music.
You idiot.
That's my music, bro.
You have one job.
I have one job. Anyway,
I like that
also
music.
joining us this evening, he is the comic book artist. Well, he's not a comic book artist.
What?
Excuse me. I thought Todd was here. Forgot. Todd's not here.
You just,
He is
like,
the
subconsciously
Godfather.
How long have we been
Please.
doing this show
I know.
and you can't do this job right
is
to
the
save your
Godfa-
life?
He's the Godfather of comic books. He is the chairman of the comic
That's
book
none
board,
of that's true.
and he is
I like
also
this music, though.
the sinister minister of
Right
Maui
now, there's
Comic
only
Con.
4 of us.
And yes,
And Alika's intro
He
still
is,
takes 5 minutes.
I listen to this in the shower. Is that weird
Yeah.
considering it's Mika's music?
That's a great
Is it weird?
it's pretty
time to
sweet.
listen to this
Did I
song.
just make it weird?
He is quite. He is quite leaky.
I'm still fine with it, man.
Quite deaky.
Cool.
Incredibly
'Cause it's your
leaky,
shower.
awfully creaky, and his
Okay, stop.
underwears are quite streaky, ladies and
that's not
gentlemen.
true. Stop
Please
it.
give it up for the biggest mass hole I ever met. Ladies and gentlemen, what's up to the man we call Alika? Dr.
Oh,
Freaky
God.
Dinky Danny Leaky's in the house.
Woo! Yeah, all right.
And the fact that you like this song and
I
have
love
not
this
watched
song.
Footloose is really beyond me. I
don't like
get it.
Footloose, but I
What
enjoy
the
this song.
frick is wrong with
So,
you?
so what are you queuing up for format since everybody's
Oh,
got
I-
music?
I still feel like hella underrepresented.
I know.
I'm
So
sorry.
you go
It's kinda
for
messed
it.
Look at him.
Alika.
Look at him. He's a,
As far,
he's
as,
a
far
dude.
as far as G is concerned, if there's any word he can use for format, it's marginalized.
Marginalized. Oh, man.
You're the one doing
I'll
it.
use that next week. Oh, man.
You're gonna call him the marginalized format
the
now?
marginalized one format. That's it.
Yo, Jimmy J's ripping on your hosting skills, bro.
Oh, what's up, man?
Dude, he used to work on the radio. Why can't he do this
I
job?
still just shut your mouth. I can do this job.
Can
don't,
you?
Don't call
You've
me
made
out.
4 mistakes
Don't-
since we started.
Don't call me out on what I do every Tuesday night right here at 10 North Market
Dude, it's
Street
Wednesday.
in the heart of Wailuku Town. It is Maui Comics and Collectibles right here at Request Music, damn it. Anyway,
Rush Limbaugh would be ashamed
he will be ashamed.
to call you a graduate of his
I'm,
fake school.
I'm ashamed.
I know.
I'm on this show with him.
By the way, it is time because
Not that I represent myself as a professional, but
every single Wednesday
oh yeah, that's right.
is new Comic Book Wednesday.
It's
You
my
went to the
only
Rush
other
Limbaugh
job on the show.
Institute of Conservative Studies.
Advanced conservative studies, sir.
It's conservative. You just
Advanced
sit in a room and
conservative
just yell at people of color.
Advanced conservatives. Anyway, every single Wednesday, right here at Maui Comics and Collectibles at 10 North Market Street, it is new Comic Book Wednesday. You are not going to want to miss out on it because every time you walk into this shop, you will experience the wonder that is comics.
Oh Jesus Christ! You make me want to stop buying comics right now.
What are you talking about?
Please don't stop buying comics.
Oh, that's right. I'm single-handedly keeping Alika's enterprise going.
So let's get this started, shall we? Every single Wednesday, right here at Maui Comics and Collectibles, is New Comic Book Wednesday. So let's find out what is new this week in the world of the comic books.
Oh, Daddy Leaks, who doesn't like Vienna sausage water? How about you drop some fat new comics on my face this week?
That's really gross. Nobody likes that water. That's like the first thing you pour out when you open.
Shut your mouth. You don't pour that out. You put that in the hot pan
I may or
and you
may
boil it.
I may or may not have been drinking when I wrote that one. I don't remember
Yeah,
ever
gross.
doing that.
Maybe you drank
I
it by accident and
don't-
realized it was good. It was like,
I was inspired. I was
That's the name of Limp Bizkit's album, right? The Vienna
Hot
sausage
dog
flavor
water,
water?
yeah.
no, you're not even close.
What?
it's like
I heard
I
Vienna
think you
sausage water.
just Siri'd my phone because I did not have that going.
all right.
Nice. Anyway, what's
And I don't
new?
even have Siri on my phone.
Ant-Man, number 1 of 5.
All right.
Batman, number 88.
Ooh.
Uh,
Is it just plain Batman?
just the regular old Batman, bro.
Plain old vanilla Batman.
Vanilla Batman.
Batman Giant, number 3. That
Oh,
one's
Here we go.
bigger sized.
Oh.
What would a giant number 3 be? Like if you went to the bathroom and you did a giant number 3, what would that be?
That's
Tell us, G.
question of the ages.
Is it bigger than Is it bigger than the Batwing?
Maybe. It's
Okay,
giant.
Batwing as in the way they described it in the movie Waiting,
No,
or as in the thing that he jumps into and pilots.
the Batwang.
You didn't say that.
I said Wang.
You didn't say
I
that.
said Wang.
Black
By the way, if you've
Bat-
ever seen that Batman Damn number 1 where it's prominently shown in like 3 or 4 panels,
Uh huh.
it's a thing beauty, sir.
Does it have wings?
No.
Oh.
All right.
Yeah.
Why would it?
Can I start the comic book list again?
No, I want to keep talking about Batman's wiener.
Black. So
That's
do
a
I.
different show.
I know.
Anyway.
Why did that show get canceled? That's my favorite show.
Because of this guy.
Black Cat, and he was getting too many boners in his sweat.
You know, like, I think people can tell.
We could solve that if you stopped wearing sweatpants every day.
I know we could.
Just wear some jeans, bro.
If we had higher tables,
Yeah, we
they couldn't see as you're pushing it up
Yeah.
somehow.
Sweatpants are not your friend.
I love that.
Copra, number 5.
Oprah?
Copra.
Not Oprah, dude.
Oprah?
Nah,
What the hell is
Cobra.
that?
it's
The
the.
Sylvester Stallone
It's
movie.
a
McDuffie
crossover.
fairy
It's a
book.
crossover
No, it's
where
not.
Cobretti meets
It's not.
Oprah,
It's not.
and they join forces.
Like
Nice.
Cobra Commander?
Oh, you're an idiot. Why do you
All
talk?
Just asking. I don't know.
Harley Quinn, number 70. The issue after 69.
What? No. That's hot.
Immortal Hulk. Great power.
Wait, what comes
number
after
1.
69?
70?
Hopefully both of you, if you do your job right. Oh.
Hey!
Hey-o.
We're stupid.
Yeah, that was bad. Hey, what's better than 69?
Nothing.
Nothing?
88.
Like you know.
Because you get 8 twice.
Gosh, you guys are sick individuals.
Joker, Harley, Criminal Insanity, number 3 of 9. There's 9 issues in this damn thing.
There's
Damn.
9 of that freaking book?
Well, yeah, I guess so.
If I knew it was going to be that much of a commitment, I would have started that series. Jesus.
Well, too bad. You're in it for the long haul now.
It's $7 a book.
Lowest.
Yes, because
These
it's an
are the-
oversized book.
They're doing the black label in a lot of treasury format or whatever. Or what do they call it? Prestige format?
Do you think
They
they
also
sell
call
more?
it. They also call it African American label.
Do you
No, they
think they
don't.
would have made? Do you
Nobody
think they make
calls it
more?
that.
You think they make more money in comics if they would just sell them at 99 cents?
No.
Okay.
Nobody
I
would
don't-
make money.
You know what though? They probably sell a lot more books though.
Oh, that's what I'm saying.
So, but as a business model, you have to get people in the stores first
Okay.
before you can lower the prices that low.
All right, sweet.
Miles Morales, Spider-Man, number 15.
Sweet.
Love us some Miles Morales. Power Rangers, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, number 3. That's a fun one.
That's hot.
The, spoilers.
The Green Shredder.
Shred the Green Ranger now. That's fun.
I thought you can only get granted the Zords if you're like good.
No, the Green Ranger's evil, bro.
No, he wasn't. Was he?
Started out that way.
Oh, never
then he-
mind.
But the
Then
Green
he-
Ranger turned into the White Ranger. That made him good.
Through the power of Jesus.
That's
What are you
right.
trying to? What are you trying to say there?
I'm just saying
That once
is-
you go white, you're good.
That is canon. All
Once
right.
you
That's-
strip
yeah.
color out of the
That-
equation.
That's kind of how
That's
it happened.
canon.
Just
Once
ask
you
Time
take
Savant.
color out of the
Good before he
situation, it's
turned white.
it's good.
Oh,
God, why am I on this show?
Yeah.
JDF.
And he's going to be at Amazing Con.
Oh, Amazing
Amazing
Con.
Con.
Yeah, but what else is he doing these days?
Kicking ass for Jesus.
Yeah, I probably
I
shouldn't say that
guess.
because I'm going, and if he watches the show, I'm in
I
a
guess
lot of
it's
trouble.
okay to say ass if you're just, doing it for the love of Jesus, I guess.
Okay, fair enough. It was not right. Sorry.
Savage Avengers number 0.
Oh, they're
They're
savage.
so savage.
Wait a minute.
what's up?
What makes him savage?
Wolverine's with them.
They do really
It is-
sick
no.
burns on each other.
Yeah, they're just
They're avenging.
they're doing snaps all day. No, it's
They
it's
just roast
Wolverine.
each other.
It's the savage characters. It's Wolverine, it's Venom, it's Conan the Barbarian, and
I think it's so stupid. Conan's in the book.
who else is in that Savage Avengers? It's a fourth dude. It's Venom.
It's probably just Wolverine. Oh, you already said Wolverine. Spider-Man.
No, Spider-Man is not
Doctor
savage.
Strange.
Yeah, Spider-Man is so not savage.
Plastic
They're
Man.
not
I don't know.
savage.
Just keep throwing out names so one of them works.
All right, enough.
I think Doctor Strange is in it, but
Oh.
it's not the Doctor Strange we know. It's whoever the Sorcerer Supreme is for that time period.
Is that Brother Voodoo?
No, I think it's someone before
Ooh,
that.
you could say Savage Sorcerer Supreme. That's pretty sweet.
All right. Spider-Verse number 5 of 6. Star Wars Darth Vader number 1. Love us some Darth Vader.
Really? Who cares about Darth Vader now after the Rise of Skywalker?
What?
Yeah,
He's the best.
it means nothing.
He had the coolest helmet.
Micah Womack is watching. I want to say hi, Micah.
Hey, Micah Womack.
What's up, sir?
What's up, dog?
Keep being an airman or whatever
That's
the hell it is
right.
you're
Yeah,
doing over
you
there.
keep saving the country, brother.
Just sending a shout out to
Alright.
my nephew.
Gee,
All right.
just a heads up. The powers are shutting up around Wailuku here and there. My mom said the powers
Really?
will shut up
Oh dear
later
God!
on.
Really?
No,
What
just in
will we
case get
do?
cut off.
If we get cut off, all right. Listen, power may be going out in Wailuku, If it happens,
we're probably all dead. Call our loved ones. Make sure they know.
Make sure they know
that we love them.
We love them.
And that we will miss them
dearly.
All right.
And that we hope they'll miss us.
I still got a comic
Thanks,
list,
Kai.
guys.
Appreciate it. Go ahead. Move it on.
So this one's for you, G.
Yes.
Superior AOC #2.
Oh, give me a copy.
I
of
feel like
that.
you're not getting those books. I never see them. Do people just buy them before I get
because
here?
G Money just needs to
I
get
keep buying them
so
all
fast.
up, right? I keep buying them. I keep buying them up.
For toilet paper? What are you doing with them?
Yeah, I tell you.
He's doing something
They're
in the
good.
bathroom with
She's
them.
not Italian, dude.
I know she's not. It's pretty.
Yondu #505. Mr. Yondu himself.
Yondu?
Isn't that what you like? You dip like food in?
No, that's fondue.
Oh crap!
Young Justice #13, and that's your comic.
Is he
book
still
list.
Mary Poppins, Joe?
That seems like a
He
light
is Mary
week,
Poppins,
man.
yeah.
Wow, that is a light.
I probably skipped a bunch because you guys kept interrupting me.
I don't know what the hell he's talking about.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, you can get those comics right here.
It's not a
at
big shipment this
Maui
week.
Comics and Collectibles in the heart of Wailuku Town at 10 North Market Street at Request Music. Be here on First Friday and get some comics. Come bother whoever's working the back door. Back door?
Front door?
The front
Oh, wait,
door.
wait,
There's
wait,
only
wait,
one
wait,
door.
wait. There's a Valentine's Day themed book coming out. DC, Crimes of Passion.
That actually looked good, too.
Yeah.
Who's
DC's
in
been
it?
doing these
It's
throwback
kind
books.
of, it's like a noir-ish romance-style story set in the DC universe.
So, put it this way. In the
Joker
70s,
and Harley.
there was a... No.
Harley and
Actually,
Poison
probably
Ivy?
is a Joker and
it's
Harley
Batman
story.
on the
Ivy and
cover.
Harley.
It's Batman on the cover, and Nightwing is making out with Catwoman.
Nice.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Nice.
It's gonna
But
be
in the books, Nightwing did get a crack at Catwoman anyway, though. Yeah. Nobody likes to bring that up.
Is
though.
that is the subtitle of it three-way?
No. These...
You know, you really should stop trying to be funny.
Hey.
So these...
I was asking a serious question.
Basically, the theme of these books are they're a throwback to the 70s when there was a resurgence in romance and horror. They already started doing this last year with the Cavalcade of Horror and stuff like that. And Adventures in Romance in Space, they already had one like that with Darkseid and somebody else. But these have always been fun because
Are they in the noir? Are they in the noir style in the comic?
It's an anthology book, so much like those 70s books. I read that already.
Did you? Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Thanks for listening,
I wasn't
bro.
paying attention.
Wait, but is that are they drawn in a noir fashion, black and white, and the whole?
Hey,
No,
whoa,
no,
whoa,
no.
whoa,
I mean, they're
whoa,
color.
Whoa, whoa, hang on. What kind of smut are you selling here, Lika?
What's going on?
Upshot Now magazine?
What the hell
What
is
kind
that?
of what kind of smut are you selling in your
Actually-
shop now, sir?
They just sent that for free to the thing. So.
Is that really what
Oh,
I'm
really?
thinking it is, or am I just hoping that's what that is?
Yeah.
I'm gonna look that up now. Upshot magazine.
So check him out, Maui Comics and Collectibles right here in the heart of Wailuku Town. Also check out our good friends in Lahaina. We don't talk about them enough. Check out Crockett and Tubbs over in Lahaina.
It's Chris and Aaron, bro.
You did the same
Game
joke
over
last
comics.
week, dude.
What do we
If you're
got to come
gonna
up
make it-
with?
Just
Oh,
there's
You've never pulled out Mario and Luigi.
oh, that's
there's
true. I never
many
have.
duos in history that are very famous.
That's right, Ivan Koloff and the Iron Sheik. Check them out at Maui Comics. Oh, at Game Over Comics in Lahaina.
He's just gonna pull out the Bushwhackers one day, which is not even the names.
It's like, have you said Beavis and Butthead yet?
No, I haven't said Beavis
Go
and
see
Butthead.
Millie and Vanilli over at Game Over Comics.
What about Ren and Stimpy?
That's right. Go check out Tully Blanchard
Those are
and Arn Anderson.
cartoons, you idiot.
How about the Scarecrow and Mrs. King?
Speaking
Check
of,
out the Scarecrow and
I
Mrs.
feel like
King.
you don't even try to not look like
Go
Shaggy.
check out our friends Jake and the Fat Man.
That's a good one.
Did you do Cagney and Lacey?
I did. We did Cagney
We
and
did
Lacey.
Cagney and
Lacey.
We've done Cagney and Lacey before, but they are good friends at Game Over Comics
Chris
in
and
Lahaina.
Aaron.
They're pretty sweet
They
guys.
used to be our good friends.
Harley Davidson and the Marlboro Man.
They hate this bit.
They do hate this bit. I know they do. But anyway, we love it. We love them. Anyway, lots of big news this week.
Was there?
Yeah, I mean, during Super Bowl at least.
Ugh.
You know, so
The sports
number
bowl.
one, the sports
I didn't
ball was
even
on
watch it this year.
by Kansas City Chiefs. Won
I know
the
a
Super
lot
Bowl.
of I know a lot of people hate Shakira and J Lo all of a sudden.
Yours?
Yeah.
I have been a Chiefs fan ever since I was a young lad.
You know what's weird? He never
Ever
ever
since
talks about
Sunday.
it.
Woo!
Yeah.
He never
I don't
ever.
talk about it here because we don't talk football.
You
That's
talk
right.
about
we do.
wrestling. We don't talk about wrestling on the show.
We should, because that's nerdy.
talk wrestling.
No,
Football's not
it's
nerdy.
No, it's
No,
not.
when me
No.
talk about football, you tell us shut up.
I'm sorry, but if nerds would get beat up at those kind of events, it's not a nerdy thing.
What the hell are you
That's
talking
true.
about? Wrestling is sweet.
That is
If people would get, if nerds would get beat up at a wrestling show or picked on at least.
They
Come on
do.
now. Okay, but then that makes it not nerdy, don't you think?
There's
dare
nerds
you.
at a
If
wrestling
it's not a
show,
How
safe
dare
place
you.
for a nerd to be, it's not a
Hey.
nerd thing.
It's always
man.
it's
You know
always
what? I'm
nerd
gonna
safe.
step up, man. There's a lot of nerds in that audience. If you
Damn
look.
right.
And a lot
Yeah,
of
but
those
they have
wrestlers
to
are
they have to
nerdy.
like butch it up and wear Metallica shirts so people won't pick on them.
Whoa, what's up, bro?
What?
It's not even true.
What happened?
I don't wear just my
Why
Metallica
why
shirts.
the tone of the room just changed? Did I say something weird?
I don't wear my Metallica shirts just at wrestling shows.
You don't wear Metallica shirts at all.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what you
By
think.
the way, wearing a Metallica shirt in 2019 is not. 2020 is not as cool as it was in the 80s.
Are you kidding me? The Black Album?
Oh,
That's
shut
the
your
one I-
mouth! It's not even their best album.
It stopped being cool when they sued Napster.
First of all, that is their best album.
It stopped being cool when they cut their hair. Really?
You need to
Yeah,
stop
they
it.
Yeah,
said
but
they
he-
sued Napster and cut their hair.
Yeah.
His Metallica shirts have all those, the chromes and the.
No,
Hey,
it's
Google.
not there, so you can
Okay,
suck it.
I-
Ride the Lightning is great, and so is Master of Puppets. Okay? So don't even
Yep,
fade
those
me
are
on
two
my
Metallica
Metallica.
albums.
Those are indeed two Metallica albums.
you.
Good job, kind of.
Hey, because they're in Miami. Latinas, brah.
See, I wish Aaron was here because then he could bring up how old J-Lo is because he loves to point out how old women are, which is really awesome.
Yeah.
She's 50.
Well,
Yeah.
to be fair, it's in every headline.
That's right.
It's like J-Lo just did a concert. She's 50. That's every headline about the Super
It
Bowl.
does.
Did
Yeah,
they do
it
the
does
same thing
seem
to Adam
like it.
Levine last year? Like I don't know how old he is, but let's just say 39. The 39-year-old Adam Levine took his shirt off and
Nah.
looked like a GTA character where they overdo the tattoos.
I'm not a fan of Adam Levine. I'm sorry.
I bet you half of those were press-ons.
Ah!
He's like, they gotta look real, guys.
Gotta get real, man.
I want them to see
Lick
how
it on.
hardcore I look, even though I'm in Maroon 5.
By the way, I will say this. I was disappointed that Ja Rule wasn't there. But
Me
anyway.
too. I didn't even know that wasn't true, but now I am
God, to
disappointed.
quote Dave Chappelle, who gives a crap about Ja Rule at a time like this?
What does Ja Rule think?
Ja Rule.
Where is Ja?
That's right.
Tell me
need to
Ja
speak to
Rule.
Ja.
Tell me Ja Rule. That's good. Anyway, other than that,
I forgot he even existed until you just said his name.
other than the completely inappropriate non-family entertainment
Murder.
halftime show,
Murder.
Are you really jumping on that bandwagon? Or are you just
I'm
mocking
I'm
that?
just messing around. I mean, to be fair though, the stripper pole thing was a little.
I thought it was weird how they do revisionist history. Like nobody made a big deal out of Janet Jackson's boob popping out.
They
But
did.
they did. Everybody's acting like they didn't make a big deal out of
They
it.
made a huge deal out of
They
it.
totally did back then. I don't know why everybody's trying to paint it like nobody cared about it back then.
That's-
Everybody freaked out
See,
about it.
That's the problem. They should have painted it.
Like
and
it's
they
such
wouldn't have been a
weird
problem.
revisionist history
Nobody
we
said
have.
No, if they painted it, you wouldn't have seen it, and it would have been fine.
Like nobody
Paints
made a
their
big deal
nipples
about Adam
under
Levine's
their shirt.
dumbass tattoos,
that
but
was stupid when he took his shirt off. Anyway.
well, it's sex appeal. Even Morrissey does that. And he's like 60, so I guess I can't grudge on
God,
that too
talk
hard.
about- talk about militant vegan.
What, Adam Levine?
No, Morrissey.
I've been to one of his shows. Have you been to one of his
I
shows?
never have.
He
I just
spent-
see the videos.
30 minutes he jumps off stage and makes you watch animal slaughtering videos. I'm not even kidding. 30 minutes of it. He walks off stage
Yes.
One of my friends
and on a
went
screen plays 30 minutes of animals getting slaughtered.
to one of my friends
God.
went to one of his concerts, and like they have this weird, because he controls the food there. at the
Yes, he
events.
does.
And so the ordering of the food and the timing of the music, and it's like impossible to like get. I don't know. It's really weird the way because they can't run the grill while he's singing or something.
Yeah.
So like people are waiting for their food, losing their mind.
You would think he was Madonna, but
Yeah.
he's not really on that level.
I don't know how I can love that guy's music, but hate him so much.
I have a my emotions are very mixed when it comes to him because
Yes.
I like his music
I do.
too. But then when I have to marry that with the kind of guy he is, I'm like,
Yes.
ugh.
Gosh.
That's why it's better to not know your heroes,
Yeah,
man. It
he's
really
such
kind of
a
is.
Douche.
Once you find out what they're really like, you're like, oh, this ruins everything.
That's what you're missing. You need to have a militant minority member going out into the crowd and showing animal slaughter videos.
I'm not comfortable with the way
while
he said militant
ser-
minority.
We need to arm them. That's the answer. That's the
There
answer.
you go.
That's good.
Hey, G
But,
Money.
but wait,
you
I-
get
butterfly knife.
I do want to see where you're going with that, though. What were you about to say?
You could do the slaughter videos, but instead of being against the slaughtering,
We're
you
all for it.
Correct. You serve burgers.
So
at
we
the thing.
start the videos the same as Morrissey
Right.
would do.
You
And
grind
then
up the cows on video.
it's us doing it on the video.
But instead, you set it up so there's a grinder next to the film screen,
Oh my
and
God.
so it's like pouring out hamburger meat,
man.
Right.
and you hit right up to
It's
the
like-
girl, just like
You gotta
slops
make
it
a
out.
whole
like
episode.
Pink
That's
Floyd's
way better
The
than what I
Wall.
was going to come up with. You guys are awesome.
Thanks.
It's great that we're workshopping
It's
this,
good. I'm
guys.
glad we workshop.
Let's do it.
Speaking of Grinder, how are you, Kai?
I'm
To the
fine,
show,
guys.
Kai?
Anyway, back to G.
Anyway, back to me.
Okay.
All right. Well, listen. We had a lot of incredible trailers that debuted during the Super Bowl. Of course, the one that ruled the night was the new trailer for
Miami
James
Vice.
Bond.
Oh.
James
What?
Bond 007.
What?
No, apparently.
Are you kidding me?
No.
I
I'm
haven't
just
seen
saying.
anybody talking about that.
Apparently,
Yeah,
that's the
that's-
one.
Are you sure this isn't just
And
you're
not
excited
just,
about
not
it?
the nerds, just
I'm pretty
overall.
sure Jason Momoa kicked that commercial's butt.
Yeah.
No, I'm not talking about commercial. I'm just talking about trailers. It's for his movie, No Time to Die.
Even then, I saw more people sharing the Disney Plus thing than anything else.
Now that was the other thing for us. We were really into
We
WandaVision.
saw the Falcon tossing the shield.
Falcon
That
and the
was
Snowman,
badass.
and then
No,
of
that's
course
not what
Loki.
it is.
Okay, listen. Here's the thing I'm curious about. What is Loki doing? He seems like he's in.
He's going to burn the
prison.
place to the ground.
It's kind of bizarre. Like the last time we saw him, he disappeared with the cube.
Right.
So we're
They
assuming
caught him.
he now has it, but then
Right.
he's still caught somehow.
Yes.
That makes me actually more fascinated to see what that show's
Yeah.
going to be now.
I have a theory.
But not so much now that Owen Wilson's in the show.
Yeah.
That kind of makes me like, "Arr."
Yeah.
Theory.
He's being detained by the time police.
What?
Is that what you think, or we're joking?
Yeah, because
right
it's alternate reality Loki, right?
now? Yeah.
Yeah. So if he's messing with the timeline,
Oh.
the time police would have to step in, right?
What if?
Because
Like
he has
Time
a-
Cop.
What if Hiddleston isn't even Loki, but Matt Damon is?
Oh, shut up.
Jesus.
What?
Stop.
You really dragged the whole show to a stop for that lame joke.
What? I'm just saying. What if it is? It's possible, right?
No, it's not, because that's not Matt Damon in the clip, stupid.
No, but what I'm saying is they're throwing us a curveball. It's possible.
Oh, so wait. So when we're seeing Tom Hiddleston, that's the Matt Damon of the universe.
Right.
Oh. Still not clever.
That's pretty good.
Um,
Anyway, also they
Thanks
showed
for
us.
dragging my theory into the mud.
I was like, I was
And
wanting to explore
Cannon,
that.
Michael Cannon just cinched it. The jumper says TVA, Time Variance Authority. So
Oh.
I didn't even notice that detail. Talk about a sharp eye over there, Michael Cannon.
Nice.
I
Very
did
good
notice
observation there,
it's an
format.
orange logo. It's pretty prominent.
Also, they showed us.
I watched it on a phone. Maybe that's how I missed it.
They showed us a preview of WandaVision.
What's that
It
about?
seemed weird.
Why do you say it like
I know
that?
it seems weird. That's why I don't know. It
That's
just
the
seems-
point,
You had
though.
to know it was gonna be weird.
seemed really
Well,
strange.
you know, Roseanne Arnold's not allowed on TV anymore, so they're gonna just dress up Elizabeth Olsen as her.
Wow. I'm.
But then she's gonna say something while she's on Ambien and get kicked off again.
Okay, I know it's about. I know this.
They're gonna get really meta, and then Wanda is gonna say some weird stuff, and
How
then
do
they're
you
gonna
I think that
cancel
whole
the show
show
that
looks
she's in.
like Wanda's on Ambien.
How do you?
It's
How
like
do
imagining
you
all this weird TV
keep
stuff.
keep an audience entertained with the way they're doing this Wanda show?
Hey, I got a great idea for you. Why don't you wait to see what the show's like first?
I want to know. I really do.
You're trying to you theorize over like not even 30 seconds of footage.
Okay, and then of course we
It's
had.
interesting.
I know it's very interesting.
It lives up to what they've been hinting it's gonna look like.
Falcon and Winter Soldier as well. Falcon, I guess, takes the shield out of a tree.
we spent a lot of time getting it off the table, and now we're just
So-
gonna just leave it on the table.
I'm also interested in Falcon and is it Falcon and Winter Soldier or Winter
It's
Soldier?
Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Is he gonna turn into Captain America in this?
Well, I mean, I don't know if you've
Maybe.
seen that they have a Captain
guy's
America
the
replacement.
U.S. agent.
Yeah,
US
he looks like
agent.
U.S. agent.
Seems like he's kind of
Although I wish they wouldn't have done like dark blue in the suit, and they would have just went straight black, red, white, and black like the U.S. agent
Yeah.
is, or the
Well,
gray, white, and red version.
Feige
which
keeps
is also
messing with
cool.
everything. He's messing up.
he's ruining it, man.
He's ruining Doctor
Instead of a
Strange
black
too.
suit, he made it a blue suit.
Yeah.
Now the show sucks.
Yeah. He's ruining Multiverse of Madness.
Okay, but
See?
Yeah.
You know
okay,
that's true.
but the whole Marvel Cinematic Universe from the beginning has been operating that way.
Yeah.
They had a director, they lose
Yeah,
the
it's like, why
director.
are you
They
guys
have a
getting so
director,
up
they
in
lose it
arms?
before the movie even starts. Like they have a track record
Yeah.
of not
It's true.
managing to keep their creative folks, because the creative folks they resist having to shoehorn all this extra crap that's got nothing to do with their movie.
This wasn't. I don't think this was announced during the Super Bowl, but we do have a release date for Mandalorian season 2,
October, baby.
October 2020.
I thought we knew this already, though.
no,
I swear they talked about this when the
no, I
last
didn't
season
know. I don't remember
ended.
seeing that at all.
But they also announced Falcon and Winter Soldier, I think, is in August, and I think Wanda is on the December.
something
I think.
like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty. That's
And
a
then
long
Loki,
way
I
out.
think, is beginning of next year. So they're living up to their promise of having 4 Marvel projects coming out a year. So 2 movies, 2 shows.
So if The Mandalorian is already going to be hitting October 2020, is there going to be any other Star Wars that's going to be hitting?
They haven't announced any movies.
Plus?
There's nothing being shot right now. And Obi-Wan got sidelined for a little while.
Speaking of, I know Obi-Wan got sidetracked. Did you see the test footage of George Lucas's that made it to the internet?
I didn't watch it, but I saw that it was out there.
It looks really good, especially for the time it came out. It looks.
This
it looked
is around
excellent.
the Phantom Menace time?
Yeah, it looked excellent. So if
Test
you
footage for what?
for
Underworld.
Underworld, his Star Wars.
His
television
attempt
show.
at doing a Star Wars
Correct.
live-action show.
Yeah. So I mean,
To be honest, I didn't even know they got that far. I knew they were developing it. I didn't realize they shot anything.
after seeing that test footage, I know why the TV execs got scared, because that definitely looked pricey. So
Yeah, but wasn't he footing the bill for the show?
apparently so, and I don't know why everybody got.
Because if
all
I
up in
remember it
arms.
right, he was looking at $1 million per episode.
Yep.
And he was going to completely run the production on his own.
Yep.
As he does with everything else.
Yeah.
Was it?
So it would just be a distributor.
Yeah.
Was it
So
set
what was the problem?
in the Gungan underwater city? Is that why it's
by
called
the way,
Underworld?
according to this trailer, it looked like we had a female lead. So
Or would have had.
Or would have had. Sorry. Yes,
That show's
would
not
have had.
coming out.
Yeah, ever.
Unless they lose their minds. Be like, you know what? Let's resurrect that show that George Lucas was going to do.
Yeah, which they probably won't
And
do.
while we're at it, let's bring back the Battle for Endor.
Yeah.
I mean, well, why?
How come that's not on Disney Plus, by the way? The
What?
Ewok movies.
I don't know.
They should be on there.
They're cannibals, yo.
Well, it's canon, isn't? Well, no. Are the Ewok movies canon?
They haven't said they're not,
Okay.
but they don't make a big deal to keep including
It's
them.
like, what part of the Star Wars galaxy are people wearing jazzercise outfits and riding in rectangular Star Trek
How
vehicles?
dare you? How dare you? I think
They
it's
so
interesting.
don't look like Star Wars.
It's interesting how
people.
they keep taking from the extended universe like they did in the Rise of Skywalker. How all of a sudden it's just Rey that has come up with this force healing. No one else did it, but Rey did.
Baby
not
Yoda
true.
did.
We saw Baby Yoda do it.
Yep.
Okay, now Baby Yoda has done
And
it.
you know what else?
No, he did it first.
That's right. That's right. He did it first. He did
Yeah,
the
because
timeline,
Rise of Skywalker didn't happen
yeah.
yet.
So okay, fair enough.
So, but
Can you just let me crap on that movie?
and I hate defending Star Wars because I have a big love-hate relationship with it. But just because she's the first time we've seen a movie doesn't mean it's the first time it's ever happened.
You know what else is canon
What?
because of all that?
What?
Is Life Day. They mentioned it in the movie.
They do. They do
It's
mention. They
canon.
mention in Mandalorian.
Sweet. It's the Matrix rave, right?
That means the holiday special
is
canon.
canon.
That means
John Favreau made sure that is now Star Wars.
Wookiees
canon.
with human lips is canon.
An unblinking Luke Skywalker is now canon.
I'm very excited for that.
B. Arthur is canon.
Yeah.
Singing Princess Leia with the Coke finger is
Oh.
canon.
That's a good Coke finger, by the way. She had that one.
I don't think he even
Okay.
knows
Yes, I do.
Do you know what I mean by Coke finger?
I do.
do. You?
I do.
You don't seem savvy enough to know
Oh,
what that is.
I'm very savvy,
What is a Coke finger?
bro. It's a very long nail. It's a Coke
Oh,
finger, bro.
you do
Come
know.
on, man.
You
Give
can
me
see
a-
in Return of the Jedi too.
Listen, back when I was in my teenage
You used
years,
to do a lot of cocaine.
I had a huge Coke finger, and it was
But just look cool though,
Just look
right?
cool, though,
you,
yeah.
You're like, hey
Yeah.
guys, I do cocaine. I'm cool like you
it
guys.
was a huge Coke finger.
Oh,
Come on, man.
God.
It's, I used to call it snuff.
By the way, kids, don't do drugs.
Don't-
The
You actually,
NERDWatch
have to, you actually have to grow out your Coke finger to graduate from the Rush Limbaugh Institute.
First of all, it wasn't Coke.
You were-
It was hydrocodone.
But you still
All
crush
right.
it up and put it on that Coke finger.
That ain't better.
Rush Limbaugh and his big
Hey,
ass pinky
I
finger.
did a disclaimer. I said kids don't do drugs.
Okay, good for you. I'm glad.
Even
you
though
did.
nobody watches our show that's under 30, I'm pretty sure.
Now, more fun news from Super Bowl. We got a new trailer for Top Gun Maverick, which was very fun. It's about
You know,
it's about
Hey,
30
they're
if you,
flying-
if you put your finger out to see how the weather's going with that movie, nobody seems to really care.
You can shut your mouth.
They fly
'cause they do.
planes.
They're
They
not only
fly
do they fly
planes.
planes.
Okay, you care.
They're
People that love the
dangerous.
first Top Gun might care.
He betrayed his
Okay,
father.
But
All
who
right.
the hell's going to go turn up for that movie?
All right,
He
I will.
betrayed his father.
I will submit to that point, but we said the same thing about Bad Boys. And Bad Boys for Life
And
is
that
the
was
highest
garbage.
grossing
Still
Bad Boys of all
terrible.
time.
Yeah.
Great movie, by the way.
Adjusting for inflation?
Yeah, even for adjusting,
There
it's
you
still
go.
the highest
I don't
grossing
know
Bad
about
Boys.
that. I'm gonna
I'm
look-
telling you,
I'm
look,
gonna
look
see.
it up.
Still
Look
terrible.
it up. It's still a great movie. Anyway,
I actually watched Bad Boys 2 on Netflix not long ago,
Uh-huh.
and no, it's not good.
it's not.
It's way over long for starters.
It is. It's
Like,
2.5
there's,
hours.
There's a point where that movie clearly reaches the end. They're like, you know what? Let's just keep going.
Yeah. So
It
Michael,
literally feels like they just reached a point where, like, you know what? Let's throw in a whole more extra 30 minutes on
let's go
top
to
of this.
Brazil. Yeah.
Yeah,
We're doing
it
it.
wasn't Brazil. It was Colombia, sir.
Was it
Wait,
Col-
what is it?
it was
Colombia.
real.
It was
They all look the same to him.
Oh, do they?
Wait, what's next?
It
to
was
Florida?
South America.
South America.
South America.
One of
Yeah.
those.
And Vin Diesel showed up and like, you can't touch me here. This is Brazil.
Wherever the tropical Mexicans live.
Brazil.
Speaking of that, we also got the
Love you.
ridiculous trailer for Fast 9 or Fast and the Furious 9.
Yay.
When
Guess-
would that ever end?
Spoilers, everybody.
Dude, as long as people keep showing up, that series is gonna keep going.
Spoilers,
It looks
everybody.
ridiculous, and it looks fun.
Toretto's brother is John Cena. Da, 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 da.
You're my family.
Da, 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 da.
I
John
can-
Cena's older than him.
I
And
can
Dom has a
see you.
son named Brian,
That's right. He has a son named Brian.
and
You're my
Han's
family.
alive.
And Hans, how the frick is Han alive? Somebody tell me, for the love
Okay,
of God.
no. You could stop right there. This is the Fast and the Furious franchise, and you're getting hung up on how somebody's alive still.
Okay, fair enough. If Han's alive,
Those movies are
so
ridiculous.
is if Han's alive, his girlfriend's alive.
And who said she's not?
she could be? And that
Maybe
is
they
Gal,
just couldn't afford her for part 9.
and that was Gal Gadot. Okay,
Good dot.
Gadot.
Gadot.
So I am. Listen,
Very nice.
I am all in for
She is
Fast and the
Israeli.
Furious 9. By the way, that trailer was so stupid that I cannot
looks
wait to
fu-
see
I
it.
mean, you
no,
know,
but I
they-
mean,
they
It
look
looks
fun.
fine for Fast and the
it
Furious.
does. It looks fantastic. That ending
look
made me
fun.
laugh so hard. It looked
the-
it looked
you mean
great.
You mean the jungle swing?
With the jungle swing, it
Holy
was great.
crap.
The jungle swing with the car.
He's like,
There's
here,
so
car,
much.
grab this rope, car, and swing on it like a
They
vine.
revealed so much.
Car.
They did just.
Oh,
it was
God.
so stupid. Why reveal that
We
much?
did talk about that online, and I still maintain my theory on that is still correct. They're not as
Transformers?
confident with the franchise if The Rock's not in the Fast and
I
Furious
agree.
proper movies.
I agree.
So part of it is they want to hedge their bets and make sure people that would care will see that this stuff's going to be in the movie.
Well, if Rock's not in it, John Cena's gonna save it, right?
No.
No.
Da, 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 da.
Stop.
Sorry.
Somebody was all like, "Oh, Hollywood's still trying to make John Cena happen." I'm like, dude, it's not like they're putting him in like Shakespearean level films. This is Fast and
Exactly.
Furious. Don't get all hung
That
up on
man
that.
saved Bumblebee.
Yeah, he did. Actually, no, he was the worst thing in that movie. Anyway, sorry.
Somebody
sorry,
had
John.
somebody had a good joke about how all of a sudden Dominic Toretto has a long lost brother,
Yes.
and they're like, no, he's been in the franchise all this time. You just couldn't see him.
Oh!
I thought that was a really good joke.
Oh, and by the way, while we're on Fast and the Furious,
Yes.
you know, my kids are always going down these animation Netflix rabbit holes and finding these weird ass shows and series that I would never have found otherwise. Like, they don't advertise them to us. We don't even know they're there, but there's this whole sub series of Netflix that's like a lot of new series that just came out in the last like year or two.
Yeah.
There's an animated Fast and the Furious series.
Yes. It's called, yeah.
It's freaking ridiculous.
They're
Speed
spies.
Riders or something. Riders,
They're
isn't
spies.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're spies. Yeah, it's redonkulous. It's
in the movie? But yet they
Yeah,
let
you
that
did.
go too.
I saw a lot of stuff saying she was in this part 9.
Well,
all right. Well, who
Anyway.
cares?
They didn't have to announce it all.
Yeah, it's just
the
so
thing.
dumb. And then
I- you know
Han
what?
at the
Being
I
very end.
I was
completely
like,
agree.
what?
I
Yeah.
completely agree. But I think that's what it is. They're just kind of like, uh-oh, we don't have The Rock in
I
this
like-
one.
I like
Let's
when
make sure
Han-
people show up.
Let's just
Han
throw
comes in and
everything
goes, he's got a bag of chips. So,
Not dead.
not dead, yo.
And I got a pretty cool new haircut, guys.
Yeah, look at
Yeah.
it. Look at it.
Check out this one little scar on my cheek to designate that I was in an accident.
Accident.
Oh god.
I'm hot, bro. I'm hot.
Isn't that weird how in movie language, like that's how you know something happened to them? They
Yes.
just put like one scar on their face. That's
Yes,
it.
That's
Yeah.
it.
They don't have like a bad limp or they're missing an
true.
arm or something.
That's so
Yeah.
true.
Just one little scar going down their face.
That's true. Anyway, listen.
That's how it is nowadays.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
I mean, Forrest Gump, guy lost legs.
Legs.
Yeah.
He did. Lieutenant Dan.
You had to raise the
But
stakes,
if they
though.
made Forrest Gump nowadays, he'd just have a
Scar.
scar.
They'd be like, why are you so depressed, man? You
Man.
just got a 3-inch scar on your face.
That Vietnam War was sure hard.
We barely made it out with our skins, guys.
We also got a couple of
You got robot cheeks, Dan.
we also got a couple of fun kids trailers. We got a new Minions movie, and
Really?
surprisingly, we
Yeah,
got
there's no Minions movie.
SpongeBob.
a new SpongeBob movie.
Well, that we knew
Sponge
that
on
was
the
coming
Run.
out. That looks good.
Yeah. So,
I am impressed with the CG on that.
are you?
Yeah, I am.
All right. I
The
didn't know about
rendering,
it.
the rendering is always key with CG, and I just haven't. Yeah. there's something about the texture and the rendering of this film that makes it look like a fun cartoon.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Do
Minions
kids
2.
still love SpongeBob like they used to, or is it more of a nostalgic thing now? Because it's been around
I think
a
it's
while.
more for
The parents? No.
yeah.
It could be.
Yeah. But my niece.
I don't
bring
think
my
any
kids
of the
like
kids
Yeah, I
really
don't think
care.
kids are into that anymore.
You know what
Kids
my kids
don't.
are actually really excited for?
Uh-huh.
Which I'm happy that it's a thing still, is Sonic. They're
Sonic got
excited
a new
for Sonic.
trailer, by
And
the
I'm
way.
excited
Yeah.
for Sonic too. Sonic was great.
Sonic does actually look pretty good. Black Widow got a new trailer as well, and that looks pretty good. We got to see more of the Taskmaster.
We saw him flip up the shield.
Yeah, so
That
yeah,
was
we saw him flip up the
cool.
shield like a cool guy, which is pretty sweet.
Like a cool guy.
Yeah, he's cool because he's the Taskmaster. But
I
anyway,
didn't realize the yardstick for what makes you a cool guy was how you lift up your shield.
hey, that's how.
I need to
Captain
get a
America does it.
shield,
You do. You
apparently.
just gotta the. You just roll your arm.
You're acting like a Todd clone right
You gotta
now.
roll your arm. nice. But anyway, there was a lot of fun trailers during the Super Bowl, and that was pretty much it. I mean, as far as good, fun trailers to check out. I mean, like you said earlier, Jason Momoa made this big thing with
Everybody's
his
making a
commercial.
big deal about it. I mean,
I thought it was
love
fun.
Jason Momoa, but
I thought it was fun. I thought that
The guy is no.
Ned
is
Ryerson.
he dead? The actor?
No,
Or is-
Steven Tobolowsky. I don't think he's dead.
Okay,
No.
okay. I
Ned-
thought I had misunderstood.
Ned the
that.
Head.
Yeah, he dragged his heels through Ghostbusters 3 to the point that Harold Ramis died before they finally actually did one proper. But then he did 2 Garfield movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He shills for a Jeep commercial. Like, I can't wrap my head around
By
this
the
guy.
way, he was busy with Wes Anderson.
So?
Okay. Dare I have to say this again? They were
He
all-
made time to do 2 Garfield movies.
I agree.
Granted, he's not in there as long as it's a voiceover thing, but still.
Harold and Bill didn't have a good
If
relationship.
it's about
after
being an
Groundhog Day.
artist, you know what I'm saying?
They didn't.
That's
have,
what I'm trying to say here.
I know, but they didn't have a good relationship after Groundhog Day. So for him to go back and do Groundhog Day and the commercial, I thought was pretty.
Okay,
sweet.
but did Harold Ramis obviously didn't direct that commercial?
Fair enough, but I think he did it as an homage to pay respect.
You
to
really
Harold.
think so,
I
or
think
it
so.
wasn't like the Jeep
Listen,
company came up to
first
them and
of all-
said, "Hey, we're going to give you $5 million if you do this commercial. It'll take you 2 days."
First of all, yes, the check is wonderful, but you can do it in honor of your friend while collecting.
I
the $5
really
million.
don't think he did that to honor his long forgotten friend.
How dare you? How do you know that?
I don't know, but something in the pit of my being tells me that is not the case. Come
Not
on,
at all.
man!
All right, I think
You
so.
make a Jeep commercial to honor your friend?
It's a Groundhog Day homage. Come
Oh.
on. I like
Make
it.
a Groundhog Day commercial.
Even Bill Murray's brother was in
Sequel.
it. Brian Doyle Murray.
Yeah, what's he doing? Okay, you know what? So?
You're so mean. Terribly mean. Anyway, also.
Hey, don't get me wrong; those guys are way more famous than me. Even Bill Murray's brother, we were not even saying him by his name, is more famous than me.
Brian Doyle Murray. That's
Brian
his-
Doyle Murray.
That's his name.
I'll take your word for it. I don't know.
Shut up. So anyway.
Wasn't he in Ghostbusters 2? He was the doctor, wasn't he? In the scene where they
Yeah.
get all caught and
Yeah, he was.
Yeah,
He was a doctor. He's also in.
Because I remember he looked just like Bill Murray.
Caddyshack.
Back when I was a kid, I mean, I obviously know
Yeah.
that now, but
Yeah, and then Dana Murray, the other brother. Only in that traffic violations
he was
film.
the Scrooged.
And Scrooge.
He was the brother that got the
That's right.
the VHS.
That's
No,
right.
he was supposed to get the towel, but he got the VHS.
Right. Shut up. David Slade, the creator of 30 Days of Night, has a comic book called October Faction, which is now being adapted by Netflix.
Oh, I thought you were reading that off the monitor because
No.
there's no way you know all that off the top
October
of your head.
Faction, yeah, it's season 1's out already.
Season 1 is out.
God, did who here watched it?
I watched a few episodes,
Uh-huh.
but
And-
I don't
They're
anticipate.
doing like mundane family stuff, and it's so trite. Like you've seen the show 100 times already. Like you're just going through the motions.
And it feels a little Men in Blackish, a little bit.
And the guy who plays the father is, I just don't like him. First of all, and then like I don't buy him in the role. It's not good.
I don't mind that guy because I
don't like him.
knew what they were going for with him, but the whole show in and of itself, just I don't know, just it's weak sauce.
It's hard, yeah. It was. I got through the first episode. I just promised myself I would check that out, and I want to support it because IDW is a good company. They deserve, hopefully V Wars is doing better. I didn't even check out V Wars. The one I'm banking on is the one that's coming up is Lock and Key. That one has good hype on it. The graphic novel's well received. I haven't read it, but everybody I know has read it.
So you
speaks
think
very,
we should
very
avoid
highly of it.
October Faction?
I wouldn't say
Don't listen
that.
to my stupid opinion. I've
I
seen
wouldn't
all these
say
shows
that.
and there's things that I don't get into that everybody just loves. Like I wish I could get into Doctor Who. I can't sit through a full episode of that, but obviously I'm not right on that. Everybody loves that show.
It makes you suck.
Yeah.
October Faction has a decent enough premise. And again, I've
The
only
premise
watched
is
2
good.
episodes. For all I know, it picks up in the middle, and the thing is amazing after that. So that's based on the 2 or 3 episodes I've watched.
Are you telling me that there's more heart in Sabrina the devil worshipping?
I haven't watched that show at all, so I can't speak to it at all.
So.
I was just going to say. Speaking of Lock and Key, I found out some interesting news that I did not know.
Lock stove.
That's
with
Stephen
keys.
King's son. That's
Joe-
not news.
That's Joe Hill. Stephen King's son. No, I'm just kidding. I knew that already. No, what I didn't know, because I
Keys
guess,
go into locks.
right, that keys go into locks, and you turn them and it
Well,
opens doors.
thanks for spoiling season 1.
There's
bro.
a lot of things. There's a lot of things that go into other things.
Ah, yes.
Yeah.
No, Joe Hill is a huge.
Actually, Stephen King put something into something, and then that's how Joe Hill showed
nice.
up.
Joe Hill is a huge Doctor Who fan. He's a Whovian.
Okay.
Okay.
Gross.
So there was a story that came out this week that I had no idea about. Joe does not like to.
Wipe
Read.
more than twice.
Yeah, he hates reading, but he loves to write. It's weird. Anyway,
He hates cotton candy.
yeah, no, he doesn't like to let everybody know. He doesn't like to put it on Front Street that he's Stephen King's kid. So
Well, he wants to make a name for himself.
early in
I
his
can respect
career, he had written a couple books, and he had also decided that, hey, listen, I want to be the first guy to write for Doctor Who. So
Wait,
he doesn't-
Never
wait,
written
wait,
for
wait,
Doctor Who
wait.
ever.
yeah, so
that. He wants to be the first guy to write Doctor
No,
Who.
first-
Before
first-
they were
first- the
scripts
first-
passed
excuse me,
down from
Am-
Jesus,
first
and
American.
the angels translated it to the
First
prophets.
American.
He
and
wanted to
then
be the first American.
they
to
filmed
write
it for
Is that the
television.
case, though? That
No,
show's been around a while.
No. Nobody's written.
No
it,
one, no one other
American.
than people in England have
Correct.
written that show.
So Joe.
Oh, he got denied. Yeah.
correct. So Joe Hill, which is so
They
fascinating,
totally fucking.
is that.
Oh,
Oh wow! Listen
Oh,
to you.
geez.
they ripped on that
47,
guy.
47.
They totally harshed on him.
So Joe
Good
Hill,
recovery.
that.
Good recovery.
Joe Hill gets in touch with his agent and says, "Hey, listen, can you tell them I'm very interested in writing for Doctor Who?"
They're like, no.
So
what they said.
the guys at Doctor Who go, all right, let's see what he's got. So he decides not only to write a couple of amazing scripts, he also
How do you know they're amazing?
employs the talent of Neil Gaiman. And Neil Gaiman tells him this is going to work for Who because Gaiman is a huge Whovian as well.
So he fell on another Brit to hopefully kick that door open
So,
for him.
because they were fans of each other, I guess. So Hill's writing this, and Gaiman is like on the side going, "Listen, this will work for Who. This won't. Toss this out. Put this in." And he's like, and mash them up together because you got some really good ideas. So he finally gets his huge script. Joe Hill gets his huge script, sends it into the BBC.
And they're
Oh,
like,
how British of them.
damn,
White racist, bro.
That's cold.
They're both white.
Yeah,
Oh.
they are both white. As a matter of fact,
It's white on white crime. Delicious.
That's the worst of crimes.
Anyway, I thought I'd share that with you. So Joe Hill.
That's harsh.
Now it's really cool though because
Two crackers going
now
at it.
he's-
Is it really cool?
no, what's cool
Him
about
being
it is
shut down on something he really wanted in
what's
life?
cool now is that he's now that
Now he's gonna
story
write
is
the American
out,
Doctor Who.
and now BBC
Just
knows.
just like how America sold The Office.
If I
gonna
were
steal
him,
Doctor
I
Who.
would take all those ideas, try to create something even cooler than Doctor Who, and then put that out here. Be like, you guys can't write my stuff.
Oh,
But then call
man.
it Doctor Who just to piss him off.
I'm not gonna let you guys have Lock and Key when that comes.
Oh,
when that
there
goes.
you go.
When that goes
there you
out.
go. I've
Every other country can have Lock and Key except England.
this last week I have been watching a lot of Doctor Who, old Who.
Hey, look at that! Isn't that
new
weird?
Who.
Todd Bernardi couldn't be here tonight because he has to get up early in the morning, but he's watching.
Wow, what a jerk!
Same
Wow,
with
Todd.
Aaron.
What a jerk!
They can't
What a
make it into the
ding-dong.
podcast.
Yeah,
I
but
can't be there, but I could sure watch it.
Thanks, guys.
Whatever, Todd.
So, by the way, not to get on a huge Doctor Who tangent, but I found an amazing.
I feel like we've been talking about Doctor Who in these last 2 episodes than we ever have in this show's entirety.
Well, that's because Doctor Who's amazing. I've been watching all the. Old
That's why we
episodes.
haven't talked about it. It's amazing, but we've never talked about it.
I found a fantastic channel on YouTube, which you should see, about the history of all the doctors. The guy's YouTube channel is called Clever Dick Films. And he made. Okay, stop. I knew it. I was going to say that. I knew it.
Well,
knew
it
it.
sounds exactly. Say it
So
again.
wait.
See if it
What
sounds
kind of
better.
programming does Clever Dick have?
Okay. He does.
Clever
he
Dick
does.
Films.
Wait,
thorough-
wait, stop. What kind of programming does Clever Dick have, Kai?
I don't know why you're looking at me.
You seem like the kind of guy to know what Clever Dick's
All
all about.
I'm going to tell you is,
How
is that
dare you.
he does an amazing analysis and review of every single doctor, and they are completely and utterly enthralling, and they are produced with great detail, and I have to give big ups to that guy. If you haven't seen it, it takes him about 6 months to a year to get these out. He's done every single doctor up to Paul McGann. And if
He's done them all.
He's done them. He's just about done them all, except for David Tennant and Chris Eccleston.
Because they're gentlemen.
He must be
Well,
so sore.
Anyway, shut your mouth. Okay, no, but check it out
Those guys
on
can
YouTube.
go all night because they've got two
Once
hearts.
again, without being immature jerks about it, his YouTube channel is called Clever Dick Films. Check
Well,
it
you
out.
just said it again.
God dang it! I can never say things around you guys.
Yeah, but I mean, it's not your fault. That's the guy titling his channel that.
What-
His
what-
mom named him that.
I mean, what did he expect? You know what I'm
true.
saying? Like, what
Look
would,
at this clever dick.
It's short for Richard.
Oh, God.
You guys are such jerks. Anyway,
what would you expect telling us that?
yeah. Anyway, right now, Doctor.
you-
Doctor,
do you
You
think-
should have seen how excited Kai got.
Do you think his
What
elementary
do you
school
insinuate?
teacher toned it down and called him Genius Penis?
you guys are horrible.
Oh my God! I'm
Horrible.
gonna start a
Great.
side project band called that.
That's actually one of my white friends' hip hop names.
If you
Oh
are,
damn it!
if you are,
His name was-
Did he get anywhere with it? Because I could totally steal it if he didn't.
His name was Quick Stick the Genius Penis.
Oh man,
shut up.
everything about that is
Damn.
great.
Yeah.
If you are
Not a hip for
Wu-Tang
ladies though. If
name
you're a quick
generator
stick.
working overtime.
if you are currently disenchanted with the new Doctor Who run, this will renew your vigor for the for Doctor Who. So check it out on his YouTube channel, which I will not. name.
Let's ask
Well, what is
people
it called
watching.
again?
Do any of you care about Doctor Who?
Shut your mouth,
Doctor,
do.
huh?
Doc-
Doctor what?
you guys can suck it. Doctor Who's awesome.
I'm a huge
Suck
fan of
what?
Inspector Spacetime.
He has a magic screwdriver,
yeah,
don't he?
yeah. You don't even
Yeah.
know what a TARDIS is, do you?
You're a TARDIS.
Yeah, it's a magic wand.
No, it's not. That's a sonic screwdriver.
Oh, same thing.
Sorry, it's,
That doesn't
it's,
sound
it's
safe
how,
for
it's how he
work.
travels
It's
through time.
it's what I call Todd if I cloned him.
That's mommy's massager.
Oh my God! What the hell?
Oh, it's what they call a marital aid.
The sonic screwdriver.
You guys are so-
The sonic screwdriver.
Why-
It helps brush your teeth and fluffs your pillows, if you know what I'm
I
saying.
can't believe these guys are making fun of nerd stuff. This is unbelievable.
It's easy to make fun of.
Anyway,
Yeah.
format.
Yeah.
This I'm
What?
gonna
I don't
come
know
to
who's
you.
talking to each other through our NERDWatch channel, but I think they're talking to each other, not realizing they're both on the NERDWatch. So it just looks like NERDWatch is talking to themselves, which is
Nerdwatch
true.
is schizophrenic.
I want to get to you in a minute.
It's the most retarded. Oh, it's the most retarded conversation I've ever seen. I just said something that
wasn't
got
a
me in
good
trouble.
save.
I want to get.
at all.
I'm going to get into. I want format to get prepared because I want to talk a little bit about Warcraft 3 Reforged.
why?
Yeah, I want to talk a little bit
No.
about that.
Why?
But yeah, you know we got to
Can
talk
you
about
answer
it
anything
a little
other
bit.
than that?
But this week, speaking of nerd stuff, this Thursday is the premiere of Birds of Prey: The Fantabulous Emancipation of Harley
Getting
Quinn.
good reviews.
Uh,
It's getting great reviews. I've yet to see somebody say anything like crazy negative about
I
it.
can't believe I'm going to
You
watch
just
this.
hate women. That's why you're acting
I
like
can't
that.
wait to watch this misogynist fighting film.
What?
It's going to be all SJW bullcrap. Is
You're
it's what I'm.
bullcrap.
It's what I'm anticipating. I hope it proves me wrong.
Where's your speech? Let
I
me
don't
rip it up.
remember this point of
Give me
view
your
when this movie
speech.
was in the process.
I hope this. I
Yeah.
hope it's wrong, but it's going to be all about damn those men.
I
to
mean,
hell.
there's been some reviews that say there's a lot of rah girl power type of stuff going on in the movie.
They shoot like 3 guys in the penis.
just like in Ghostbusters.
It's very empowering.
So we
They
are going
shoot
to.
Black Mask right in his wiener.
And I got it. So
That's
are
great.
we all going? I mean, I got tickets.
I got tickets.
Fantastic. Format, you want to
I
go?
want
No.
tickets.
No?
I want to go.
All right, we'll see. We'll
Come
see what
on.
we can do.
Look it up,
Format
man.
doesn't want to go, but not because he hates women.
Really?
Well, you hate women.
I love women.
See, that's
But I do not
that's
wanna
the difference between us and you.
No.
We like women.
I love women. I don't like woke women.
You don't like it when they talk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? You gotta.
I think I nailed it,
got a
right?
point,
Like
yeah.
you like them until they open their mouths.
You're a horrible person.
just-
You're a horrible
No,
person.
that's-
And yet you're like, I think he just figured me out.
So please join us for Black.
See, he can't talk straight now.
Please join us
Birds of
for
Prey.
Birds of Prey.
This is like Unusual Suspects, and you
This-
finally
Yeah.
figure out who Kaiser Soze really is, and he's
Yeah.
just like, uh-oh, the whole
Yeah.
world came crashing down around us.
Birds of Prey is happening this Thursday night. The premiere's at, is it 6:30?
You said you bought tickets. You don't remember
I
when
don't
it-
remember. I don't
I thought
remember.
it was
6
7.
o'clock.
6 o'clock. 6 o'clock. Birds of Prey. Regal Mine Mall Megaplex. You're not going to want to miss it. It looks like it's gonna. Hopefully, it's.
It looks
good.
like a fun movie, man.
More
Alright.
excited for Sonic.
Sonic is the following week.
Yep.
The 15th.
Very excited.
I
for that
can't wait
movie.
to skip that movie.
James Marsden.
I
with
never
another
owned a
CG
Sega
character.
Genesis
Yeah.
in my life. I think
Really?
I played.
Wow.
You were never a Sega
Wow.
I was Nintendo through and through.
Whoa.
I was Nintendo through and through until PlayStation came out. Then I've been Sony through and through.
Wow.
When I got my Genesis,
I love Sega,
I put
man.
aside childish things like a Nintendo because I felt like an adult. It's
Stupid.
true. It's true.
Like
It's-
there's more mature. fare
I'm
on
not gonna
Sega.
lie. That's seriously one of the saddest things I've ever heard.
First of
A
all,
guy
tell you,
treating
though-
video games like they're grown-up
we had
things.
adult. We had Altered Beast. We had Mortal Kombat with blood. Okay, we had the adult
Nintendo
console.
had it too. Super
Oh.
Nintendo had it.
No, they had Sweat.
No, they did. The
They had
first game,
sand.
okay, yes, but when Mortal Kombat 2 came out, you had the blood.
yeah.
You had the blood option.
We on Genesis had it first.
Oh my god!
We had the better Disney games.
and
by
that made
way.
the game better just because you got to see blood.
Yeah, and they used to do the fatalities. It was awesome.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, I'll give you
There's
that.
a lot of good stuff
Yeah.
on both systems. Come on, guys. Come on.
I
It's
agree.
not the
Name
90s
me
anymore.
other-
We can have
name me
peace.
anything else other than Mario.
Does Genesis
not
have
both?
anything like Mario Kart?
Yeah.
huh?
Does Genesis have anything as good as Mario Kart?
They had Sonic Team Racing. Yeah,
That's not as good.
you shut your mouth.
Who the
There
hell
are
talks about
good racing games on Sega, like Road Rash. Was good for the time.
Rash is
If you
awesome.
go to revisit it now, it's probably not as good.
Maybe
Yeah,
the game
you
is.
tell me what Nintendo had that Genesis didn't that was good.
Killer
Huh?
Instinct.
Huh?
Killer Instinct.
God dang it, you're right. Son of a- God dang it, Killer Instinct was awesome.
Was
Frick!
they did do an Eternal Champions or whatever.
Eternal Champions for Genesis.
Super Nintendo, right?
Did they?
Was
They
Battletoads
did.
on Genesis?
Battletoads was on.
They-
It was
no,
famous
no.
on Genesis,
The
but
next gen, which was Battletoads
Correct.
Double Dragon, was on
Yeah.
Genesis.
yeah, which I didn't like. I like the
Battletoads.
original.
It was fun.
Are we getting a new Battletoads?
Yes.
Aren't they revamping that and bringing it back?
Yes,
I know I saw
Supposedly.
something about it, but I haven't seen anything
Yeah.
new about it in a while.
yes, they are. They certainly are.
I'm not gonna lie. There's a soft spot in my heart that's like I need to play that again.
To be fair, I still have.
I hope it plays just like I remember.
I still have my Genesis Classic still wrapped up. I haven't even used it yet, and I want to.
I think you have a lot of things still wrapped up.
Yeah. I don't know. I just because I wanted to have it because it made I have fond memories, so that's why I keep it. I keep it on the side. I'll open it up one day.
And you know, that's the other thing about Sega that I really, which is sad that you didn't like Sega because they got inventive.
I didn't. He
no,
did.
I'm talking to
Yeah,
Gannon.
Gannon.
He gestured to me, dummy.
Because he's a
He,
loser.
That's not what I said, but thank you.
Oh,
He,
God.
no, it's
Sorry, man. I was
because
too busy trying to get out there and find some tail.
in that
I didn't have
generation,
time for no games, man.
they were trying
Should have
to.
picked up a Genesis. Tails is in Sonic.
Yeah, he's right there the whole time. You
And
missed it.
you can put tails on
Nothing
top of
I
Sonic.
said is
Yeah.
true, guys. Relax.
You can put tails right on top of Sonic. And
So, but like they made the most of what they had. You know, they had 16 bits. They had the same. You know, they're limited to what we had for tech. And then they kept on trying to push it. Like Sega didn't stop at Genesis. They had Dreamcast and Saturn, and those were all not successes, of course, but they were like
Sega
pretty
was more
interesting.
notorious for trying to pull the shade over your eyes.
That's
Yeah,
right.
that's true.
Right? Yeah. You,
16-bit, 32X.
No, blast
Which is
processing.
Blast
16
processing.
Blast processing.
16-bit processors.
Well, the 32X was useless. That was like nothing. Sega CD was cool though.
Yeah. It was cool.
Yeah.
There was
I'll
some
give you
good.
that.
The Spider-Man game on Sega CD was actually respectable. The
That's
Echo
true.
the Dolphin
I
game on
agree.
Sega CD was good.
That's very true. I it never had Virtua Fighter. Never had Vector Man. That's what
Virtua
Nintendo-
Fighter, yeah.
Nintendo didn't have that.
Wow, you didn't have. Oh, you're naming things that Nintendo didn't have.
Correct. Yeah. Namely,
Okay.
They didn't have. They didn't have the special championship edition of Street Fighter 2.
Yeah, they did.
He's
Legend
looking
of
it up
Zelda.
like he knows.
Yeah, Legend of
It's
Zelda.
literally
Legend
right
of
here.
Zelda.
He's talking about like he
Sure.
remembers
Yeah.
it. I just want to make sure
let's-
everybody knows
hey.
that he's not actually
Hey,
pulling this from
why,
memory.
Why don't you just stop? Because I do remember some of it.
I
all
just
right?
I just want to make sure people know that you're not as savvy as you.
I'm
trying
very-
to convey you are.
I'm very savvy. Also, they didn't have Earthworm Jim. Oh no, they did have Earthworm Jim.
You're
Some-
Yeah, they
Idiot.
did have Earthworm.
I knew that off the top of my head. What's wrong with you?
Hey, are you excited for the remake of that? 'Cause it's coming down the pipeline.
really?
Yeah.
I'll check it out.
Yeah.
Did they? I don't think Nintendo had Castle of Illusion. We did on Genesis.
They
broke.
did have.
Is
Super
this really
Nintendo
where the
consoles.
conversation is going? Try to remember games and see which system they were on.
Yeah, you know what they didn't have?
We could probably make a whole pod out of this,
They
and
didn't
it
have
looks like we
Comic
are.
Zone.
You know what I'll tell you that Sega Genesis had that Nintendo didn't?
Toe
is-
Jam and Earl?
Well, that.
Yeah.
Echo
but
the Dolphin.
they
Echo
also,
the Dolphin.
Mutant League Hockey.
Yeah.
They
Shining Force.
And speaking of Shining Force, on
Space
those
Harrier.
Japanese
Harrier.
shooters by the Renovation Company, which would take all these amazing Japanese shooters, and they only imported them to Sega. I guess licensing was easier to produce on Sega. But if you ever look at these solid color boxes on the bottom in big letters, it'll say Renovation. Any of those Sega games are just a winner. Like they're great games.
Now,
The
to be
animation's
fair
great.
to Gannon, who was a big Nintendo fan,
I didn't say it was better, by
now-
the way.
now,
I just said
for
what I
me,
preferred.
Being a Genesis fan, I hated Sonic the Hedgehog.
What?
Okay?
That was
And I
the-
like Mario
that
much
game
better.
blew my mind the first time I saw that.
Never liked
in
it.
the store.
Never liked it.
You're an idiot.
Never liked it.
What was G? So
never
what
liked
do you
it.
expect?
I
Isn't
love
it
Mario.
weird that only now we're getting a Sonic movie
Yeah.
after
Do you
all
think-
these years?
my thing is,
They
do you
were
think
waiting for James Marsden.
The world
Like,
has not given us a James
his
Marsden.
run on X-Men isn't done yet. Ready
I'm
to
still
hold off.
Cyclops.
We need to wait till he's completely available and borderline 50 years old.
Here's what I
Yeah.
don't get, and this is gonna probably piss
Hell,
off
I think
a lot
he
of
is 50
people.
years old.
Yeah.
Sonic the Hedgehog is only going to be known by guys who actually played it, which is us. You
My
think
kids play Sonic every day.
That doesn't matter,
They li-
though.
And you know what's
Really?
weird?
It doesn't.
You know
because
what's-
so long as you market it right, you're going to get kids to go to that movie whether they know it's a video game or not.
Yeah.
Do you No.
How do you think you end up with Minions?
I have kids,
Yeah.
by the way.
True.
So let me. Can I see
Sure.
something here? Yeah.
Yeah, but they're
Say
your
that.
kids.
Are they your kids?
Yeah.
You're not going and taking it to other
That's
people's
not a great
kids and
control.
being
Yeah,
like,
that's,
hey,
that's not a great
it's not-
control
yeah,
group.
No.
Yeah. By the,
You're raising them on
kids.
nostalgic things.
by the
Not
way,
really. I'm like
They
never
love the
there. They're
turtles.
like latchkey
Yeah.
kids.
Yeah.
They don't even know who I am.
yeah, by the way, Benji looks nothing like you. So
What do you?
You know, he looks more like the mom. I'll give you that. But I was also a pretty chunky kid, so
Oh, okay.
he still kind of looks like me.
fair enough.
But no, they like kids are finding this stuff on YouTube and Netflix, The Adventures of Sonic, and they don't care that it's from the 80s or 90s or whatever
Really?
they're watching, and they're still watching these old cartoons. And not to mention, there are CG versions of Sonic that kids can stomach. They like those things. They're
How
they're
they can
going
just
on the,
stomach it.
well, some of them are really bad.
They don't hold up over the years. Not everything
yeah.
does, dude.
It's true. Good
And
point.
and then there's the video games on Xbox. There's actually like free downloads on some of them on Xbox Live for versions of Sonic that a lot of people like trashed on, like
Yeah.
the Adventures
Yeah.
game, the 3D games. My kids
Sega
love them.
arcade stuff.
Yeah, my kids are loving those games.
There was
right now.
one- there was only-
They're excited for Sonic.
There was only one Sonic game that I really enjoyed, and that was for the handheld, and that was that Sonic RPG. Remember that?
What the crap are you? Oh.
I like the Sonic
An
RPG.
RPG?
It was a Sonic
Yeah.
RPG.
An RPG for a character known for running around fast.
I like the Sonic RPG. I thought it was pretty cool.
Interesting.
Yeah. Anyway, speaking of games, Format, our resident gaming guru, has some interesting news because his
I
favorite
do.
company, Activision Blizzard.
What? What's the interesting news?
Wait a minute. You told me
He's, like, shaking
before
his
we
head
went on
as
this
though-
show.
No,
You said Activision Blizzard is your favorite company.
No.
Wait, am I wrong about this?
No.
Blizzard maybe at one point was, but
No,
but
you specifically said Activision Blizzard.
No,
I did
No?
not.
No, he
Okay.
did not.
Well, Activision Blizzard is at it again because they have decided to play to the fanboy base and release Warcraft 3 Reforged, which of course is a classic classic RTS game,
Should have just released the original.
RTS?
real-time strategy.
Yeah.
It's a classic
See,
RTS game.
for me, that's Return to Sender.
For those of you that
They
don't know,
should've.
Yeah.
for those of you that don't know, who you should. That's where the origin of Dota comes
Hi,
from.
Aaron.
Defense of the Ancients, and Reforged was their attempt
Oh man,
to.
Blizzard just
Stop.
constantly missing the ball. Just
They
They
keep,
should have just released the
they
old
just keep
version.
punting it. It's like so. What they decided to do was they wanted to revamp the game. They wanted to give it some new graphics,
no,
some new.
They didn't want to. Activision was like, we need some money,
Yeah.
so we're gonna release the thing that was popular.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true. And then they also updated their.
I think it should be noted that because there's a lot of people that are like they'll run to defend Blizzard as a company, and be like, "Oh, but Activision made that decision." No,
Blizzard.
not anymore. They're one and the same now. So if you hear someone say Activision, you're hearing Blizzard too, or vice versa. It's not. There's no two separate entities anymore.
Nope.
The old guard is gone. I think everybody except Uncle Jeff, who is struggling to keep Overwatch together.
Yes,
Yep.
he
I
is.
think that's it.
He
Everybody else is gone.
Yeah, but Jeff is the only one there left.
So
They have a new mantra, a new agenda there, and it's interesting because they have really done bad by the fans of this game, because what's happened is that people are so upset with what they're doing because, number one, they didn't release what they said they were going to release. It's a crappy half-ass version of it. Number two, they changed the terms of service on it. So now if you play it, to be fair, they can because it's their company. Now if you play it, if you make anything, any maps or anything that are
It's all their
are modded,
property.
it all belongs to Activision Blizzard.
Well,
so
they-
now that means
they're
that if
late
you
to the ball game.
Yeah, they don't want another Dota 2 act.
they don't want another Dota 2 happening.
Yeah.
Or Dota and Dota 2 is what I should say. So that's where Dota
So
comes from.
Dota
Yeah,
was
explain
a
this.
fan-made game
On-
using the
Warcraft.
engine.
pretty much all the parts from
The template,
Warcraft,
yeah. The template, yeah.
like the character designs, and
What does it stand for?
Defense of the Ancients.
yeah,
Yeah.
and so
So it was an unlicensed game.
No, it wasn't that it was.
originally it
licensed.
wasn't.
Yeah.
It was just a fan-made map.
Right. So you back in the day when companies didn't give a crap, you could make your own game. You could in the game you can take the parts and you can make your own version of a game on PC. Okay? So what happened was with Warcraft 3 is that they came up with this Defense of the Ancients game and it became the biggest game on Warcraft 3. Well, what
It's
happened
thanks
was
to that we have League of Legends.
League of Legends,
It was a
and
game
it's
within a
all
game.
of that. All of
Yeah.
that MOBA crap
Yep.
is from Dota.
Yeah.
So
MOBA crap.
I hate MOBAs. I only like Defense of the Ancients, to be fair, but I hate MOBAs. Anyway, other than Smite, I like Smite.
I mean, that's interesting to know.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
what's fascinating is now when they had
But
because
when they made Dota originally,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Blizzard was like, "Oh, cool guys,
cool, go
run
for
with
it, man, fantastic.
And then it took off.
It
and
took
they were
off,
like
yeah.
They lost out on all that cash.
Yeah.
So now they're like, "Oh, if you guys make anything using our stuff, we own it."
Because
It's ours.
Uncle Guy at Steam said, "Hey, listen, you guys want to come over here? We'll just use the same template, but we'll change up the characters. We'll do a little thing.
And that's
It
how
won't be
you got
Warcraft
Dota
3,
2.
and I'll pay you millions of dollars." And they're like, "Shoots, brah." And they came over.
I don't think they said shoots, bro.
Okay, shoots.
Maybe one of them did.
All right, shoots, bro. And they went
I don't
over.
think they said that either.
And they made millions of dollars.
Bajillions.
And
you
people,
say.
and
At
if
least $5.
and if I'm not mistaken,
least.
the fan base and the player base for Dota is still there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
still there.
it's still there.
It's still raking
So what
millions of dollars.
what Warcraft 3 did is an absolute shame. Warcraft Reforged did. People are so pissed. They're going to Metacritic and actually putting better reviews on crappy games so that Warcraft 3 has a worse Metacritic score ever. Right now they're at what, 0.5?
0.5.
They're at 0.5, which is the lowest score of all time, by the way.
I don't know if it's lowest. I
They
know
can
at
get
one point
lower.
it was tied for lowest.
I just want to let you guys know something interesting about the gaming industry. Metacritic was the barometer of how good a game did, and if your Metacritic score was good on Metacritic, you got paid a bonus from the developers. Yes, that's how it worked. Now they're making sure that all the fans are being heard, and they're like, "Screw Activision Blizzard, we don't want any of this crap." And now they are now officially refunding for people that want refunds for Reforged. So
Yeah.
So good on those guys. They shouldn't have screwed the fans out of Warcraft 3 because that is a classic game.
Yeah.
So it's a real shame. I hope
don't
they fix it.
understand a lot of the reviews that are trying to defend it,
Yeah, I don't either.
because everybody's waxing nostalgic over a game that came out ages ago.
Oh yeah.
But they're saying, "Oh, well, this is still the same game."
Yeah.
But they're rating it like it was back then,
Yeah.
not the way it is now.
Exactly, and it's not going well. And now finally, Activision Blizzard is wising up and saying, fine, we'll refund you if you had pre-ordered the game. So good on them. At least they're doing that for the fans. So.
Yeah.
Anyway, listen, coming up shortly, we're going to be checking in with the man who does all the hard and digital media. And digital means
The
with
hardest
your,
of media.
Yeah, the digital
The
means with your
hardest?
fingers.
How hard?
Right? Do you do media with your fingers?
don't
digitally?
ask.
Huh?
Do you
I
do-
wanna know.
I'm gonna
It's more
start
of a, like I
doing,
wrap my fist around it.
Okay, good.
Oh.
I'm gonna also start highlighting some stuff that Request Music has here. So
Oh.
I'm gonna go grab a couple.
Go
things.
ahead, fine,
Okay.
go right ahead. I didn't know we were doing that. I thought we were just doing you. But
Yeah,
that's
well, now
okay.
we are.
Oh,
Oh.
great, that's awesome.
I can't wait for you guys to do me.
Anyway, once again, make sure you guys come and check us out
Soon
this
as the
Thursday
cameras go
at
dark.
Birds of Prey,
Yeah.
the premiere of the show, the premiere of the movie, which is going to be fantastic, I hope. And Format's going to be there.
Oh man.
Gannon's going to be there.
Wait, where am I going to be?
Birds of Prey.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Kai's going to be
I
there.
think
No,
Nakamura just named the segment of the
show? What?
It's firm media.
Oh, I like it. I like it. I like
Hey,
it a lot.
The firmest.
I'm not going to be there.
Why aren't you going to be there?
I have to work.
Wait, what?
Oh.
He hates women.
No, I don't.
No, he does.
Oh,
You're
this is
right.
Birds
No,
of
I
Prey?
don't.
Birds of Prey.
Oh, I'm not going either.
Format's going to be there.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Jim Lee
he's
is gonna be there.
He's gonna
Jim
be
Lee's
there.
going to be
Just
there? Wow.
I do this all the time. I just announce people. If they don't show it, then it's canceled.
Okay,
That's all.
it's canceled.
Okay, yeah.
So make sure you
Ice
guys,
Cube will be there.
Ice Cube will be there.
Wow.
He might actually.
By the
Steven
way,
Tyler?
any but before we get to digital media, any
Now
games,
you're just being stupid.
any games
Oh,
coming
he
out
lives
this week?
here.
There probably is. I'm so
You're
out
you're,
of it right
you're
now.
unaware. All right, I didn't think there was anything really huge anyway. I know that next week.
You know what is huge?
What?
Shut up.
My hard media.
I know it is.
Your firm media. Yeah.
Darksiders Genesis
The
comes out next
firmest.
week, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
Yes, Darksiders Genesis for console comes out next week, which is gonna
Fun
be
game.
which
It
is
was-
gonna. Was it good?
It was fun.
All right, great. I can't wait
I
to
played it
try.
on PC when it came out.
Sweet. All right. Well, while he gets
Why are you
all
looking at me
that
Because I like looking at you
request
like
music
this.
stuff,
Wow.
let's check in with the man
Whoa.
who officially, I'm going to say it now, he is officially the master of the hardest media. Ladies and gentlemen.
Well, it's because the one you decided to appoint doesn't ever show up.
Yeah.
It's true. It's a good point. He's you do make a good
He
point.
likes watching the show, but he can't make it. I don't know if it's because I picked on him too much and I finally broke him. I don't know.
I don't know what you
I
did
really
there.
don't know.
I don't know. You could
I'm
have.
trying to thicken the boy's skin.
You
but
should. You should.
Yeah, the guy finally got his wish, huh?
I guess.
You made him cry. Well, let's find out what's new this week in the world of the hardest medias.
The Shining sequel, Dr. Sleep,
Ooh, Dr. Sleep.
on 4K. I don't know if you picked it up. It includes the director's cut,
I
which
know.
I have not watched yet, but I can't wait to.
Can I tell you something? I've heard reviews that say it is a much better movie
It's
than
a
the original.
30-minute longer cut, isn't it?
3 hours
Yeah.
long.
Yeah.
Doctor Sleep.
It's just
a longer Doctor Sleep. I mean, I enjoyed Doctor Sleep, but that was a long.
It is.
They-
It is a slow burn of a movie,
they
so
say
an
that
extra
the-
30 minutes makes it even
They say
slower.
the 3-hour version is a much better. It's better. They say
It
it's better
fleshes
paced.
more stuff
yeah,
out.
fleshes
Better
more
paced,
stuff.
really.
It's
they
better
just
paced.
added half an hour to the credits.
There's a half an hour of Shining going on.
Well, it really. I mean, it's broken up into so many movies, like
Yeah.
so many lifetimes. You know.
Yeah.
Lifetime movies.
Next
Nice.
up, The House That Jack Built, Lars von Trier movie
with Dylan.
with Matt Dillon.
With Matt
Nice.
Dillon.
Also a director's cut for that.
I don't know if I want to see that.
It's weird because Lars von Trier movies usually come on like more prestige labels like
Right, right,
Criterion
right.
or whatever.
Yeah.
This one is Shout Factory.
Really?
So I think they ponied up and spent some money to get that.
Are there
movie.
any private parts in between
I haven't seen
rocks?
it. Don't ask me.
All right.
I have no idea. I didn't get to see it yet.
All right, all right.
Boys in the Hood in 4K.
Ooh,
Yes, sir.
nothing like seeing Ice Cube in 4K.
Well, that's why I brought up Ice Cube earlier.
Lawrence
Yeah,
Fishburne.
he's gonna be at Birds of Prey.
If you guys love yourself some Daenerys Targaryen, Last Christmas.
What is
Who's
she?
the male lead in that?
She
I
gave
don't
me her
even
heart.
know, dude.
He's an Asian gentleman. I think his name is William Golding.
That's not his name.
It is.
No.
It is.
What?
Jungle Fever from 1991.
Oh,
Spike
wow.
Lee's Jungle Fever. Are you serious?
No way.
Yeah, well, if you like that, Crooklyn is also coming out.
I like Crooklyn.
Mo
Crooklyn's
Better
good.
Blues.
Mo Better Blues
This
is
is
good.
No Better Blues is awesome.
This one, I mean, this has been re-released a half a dozen times at this point, but this particular one is a steelbook, The Breakfast Club, and the steelbook is designed to look like a locker.
Oh, very
Yeah,
cool.
so it's kind of a cool one. The remake
Does it
of
play the theme when you open the?
yeah, I guess so.
Don't.
So you
You
can
can-
relive
you can take,
all your
uh,
high school trauma.
You could take your picture of whatever heartthrob you like and put it on the inside or something.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Or you can write down your
Jonathan
initials,
Taylor
heart,
Thomas.
whatever initials you currently like
Nice,
next
nice.
to it.
Apparently, you can't watch that now in 2020.
You can watch any movie anytime you want. Did you know
Yeah.
that?
Apparently
you
the
can
ca-
watch any movie anytime.
Cancel culture says I can't watch
Unless
the
the movie
Breakfast
didn't
Club.
come out yet.
Yeah.
Rabid, the remake. I think I brought that up already, but you stepped on me.
I'm not really interested.
The
I-
Soska, excuse me, the Soska, I still can't say it. The Soska sisters are the ones that directed this
Correct.
remake. Yeah,
It's a remake of a very famous David Cronenberg film.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's great.
obscure as
Very
far
obscure.
as his movies go.
Yeah.
It's not a well-known. Well, I mean,
what
it is,
sisters?
but it isn't.
The Scissor Sisters.
I didn't say that.
Okay.
I think this is either the 5th or 6th sequel. Dragonheart. I don't know how this franchise is still going. Dragonheart Vengeance.
2 words.
think that's on Netflix.
Sean Connery.
Yeah, but he hasn't
thought
been
he
in
was the
anything since the
last.
first one. So what the hell?
Sorry. Oh, by
He
the
was the
way,
last in the first one.
that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly, right? He was the last ever dragon.
Yeah.
Helena
And
Bonham.
did he die in the movie?
He did.
So what the hell?
Helena Bonham
Wait,
Carter
didn't he play
plays the
his part
voice in
the
this one.
guy?
It's sad because she's,
So-
she's a pretty well-known actress,
Yeah.
and now she's stooping to being dragon voices
How
in
dare you?
direct-to-video
Doing
movies.
direct-to-video movies is not lowering yourself.
Dude, come on.
Doing dragon voices.
That's almost
Yeah.
worse than a sci-fi movie now.
What the hell?
Come on.
Oh, come on.
a
Stop
direct-to-video sci-fi movie.
Oh God.
I don't know what the hell this is, but it's a Shudder original. Mon Monsters.
Oh!
it. What?
Yeah, I don't know what the hell that is
I don't know
either.
what that is.
It's a Shudder exclusive though. This one,
sounds
I
amazing.
wish I'd brought this up when the first one came out. There's a company called Scream Team releasing. They do very retro style, 80s style horror films. They have a sequel for 1031 coming out. I did not see the first one either, so I don't know why I'm making a big deal out of it. But they did a movie called The Barn, which is actually really good throwback to 80s style slasher movies.
Nice.
Okay.
They definitely like down to like the look of a VHS tape when you would watch it back then.
Right.
It just takes you back to that kind of time.
I like it.
But they're
Kinda why I
completely new
liked
movies.
Kung Fury.
Yeah, kind of, but it's not meant to be
Yeah,
jokey. It's not
exactly.
sending it up.
Right, right, exactly.
okay.
It's good. It, doesn't
It takes
suck
it
like
seriously in the
Hey, Kung
sense of
Fury
how
was
they would have
awesome,
taken it
man.
seriously.
Shut
What else we got? Not much else really.
Was Terminator Dark Fate last week?
That was last week.
that was last week.
That was last
That
week.
was last week.
Yeah, not much of anything of consequence other than that.
Isn't there a special edition of
No.
Valentine? Isn't
Valentine?
Isn't
The
Scream
horror
Factory-
film
Yes,
Valentine?
yeah.
That's been out, I think.
John Jay.
Is it?
John Jay chimed in about Mon Monsters is a Taiwanese horror film from 2017.
Taiwanese.
It's a horror comedy.
Oh wait, are you
Horror
talking
comedy,
about My
huh?
Bloody Valentine?
No. Valentine. The one with Denise Richards.
Either it came out or it's not out yet. It's definitely not this week.
All right, gotcha. Okay. So, and is that all the big ones?
That's all the ones of note.
Denise
I
Richards?
think that Krypton didn't Krypton
Drop
come
Dead
out?
That's
Gorgeous.
been out.
Has it been?
That was
Krypton
out at
season
least for the
2?
last couple of weeks, I think.
All right. Just wanted to make sure.
The
'cause we never mentioned
the
it.
complete final series and the complete box set. It's only 2 seasons though, so I
Yeah,
don't.
this
Yeah.
is 2 seasons. So, anybody want? I never watched it. So I
You
don't
know, some folks
I
have been saying it
watched the
actually
first
wasn't bad.
Yeah, it was.
Like I saw some photos from it. Like they got the look of Lobo right.
Mhm.
Doomsday looked kind of cool.
Brainiac, how'd he look?
Better
looks
than he did in
okay.
Supergirl.
Of what? Which one are we?
Krypton.
Krypton.
Oh, okay.
It's the story of Kal-El's grandfather, if I remember right.
It's Superman without Superman.
Jor-El's
Right,
I
Pappy.
just couldn't find myself watching it the day I saw a photo of him literally wearing like a biker style leather jacket. When I saw that photo, I'm like, I'm not gonna watch that
That's
show.
the fashion on
That's absolutely
Krypton.
Talking
ridiculous.
about Superman wears white shirts and jeans now, bro.
Living here,
on Earth.
not in Krypton.
Not anymore.
They have leather.
That Superman died.
Yeah. Oh, that's right.
When did Superman die?
It was Rebirth. One of them
Yeah,
had to
it was,
die.
it was Rebirth.
I'm pretty-
Superman had to die.
So wait, who's in the books now then?
the OG
It's a
Superman?
different, yeah.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure on Krypton there are cows.
cows?
Yeah, that's how you get the leather jackets, right?
Shut up.
I'm just asking.
Well, they overfarmed the planet and then it exploded.
right. Exactly.
That's what happened.
See? I told you, it's all related.
See,
it's
if
all
they'd
in
only
there.
gone vegan,
It's only
if they'd only gone vegan,
They
Those
would've
silly
saved their planet.
Kryptonians.
but
Silly
then we would
Kryptonians.
never have a Superman. So,
It's true.
if
Okay.
anything, it teaches you a valuable lesson: eat meat, then you'll give a superhero to somebody.
Because of cow farts, we have Superman. That's pretty sweet.
No,
No?
because of cow farts, we're all gonna die. But Our civilization
will
will
make a
create the
Superman.
person that'll be Superman for another world.
Yeah.
It won't be us.
Oh, it won't be
It will
us.
not be
It'll
us.
be one dude.
It'll be
Oh, I
one
love
guy.
it. Nice.
Marlon Brando's going to send him off in a rocket.
Yeah.
Will it be
Marlon Brando or Russell Crowe.
All right.
Whichever
Yeah.
one.
Both of them.
And
Both
then
of
they'll
them
send the cousin
at the
as well.
same time.
You're
Nice.
my son.
All right. So
Isn't it annoying that he just would not say Krypton right in that first movie,
He
by the
wouldn't.
way?
No.
He
Krypton.
kept saying Krypton.
Krypton.
And it's so annoying. And you just know that somebody came up to him and be like, it's Krypton, Marlon. He's like, okay, whatever. And he
Is
kept
this
saying
planet going to
Krypton.
explode? I don't care.
Because everyone else says it right except him. And you just
love
know
it.
he was being a dick about it.
Yeah.
Krypton. I love
Krypton.
that. I love it. I love it.
Say it with me, Krypton.
There's no, I just imagine
Krypton.
Marlon Brando being like, I'm going to be a dick about this. This movie's completely ridiculous.
It's stupid.
There's three
It
grown
reminds me
people.
of the Venom movie when they were like symbiote.
Yeah.
It's like symbiote.
Symbiote.
No,
Bio.
symbiote.
That's right.
Symbiote.
Let's be fair, though. I mean, that is Richard Donner's film. So, I mean, you know, he had to let him go. Marlon's a legend, so you had to let it go.
I guess so.
To be honest, it's kind of surprising they got him to do that movie. When you really think about it, you know what I mean?
I
Come
heard he
on.
did it while he was intoxicated.
Nobody
Yeah.
would know that
I'd
movie
have
was
to
going to be.
crazy drunk if I
Imagine walking onto that set, you're
Yeah,
dressed
right.
in that ridiculous 3M material. Terrence Stamp is standing there with two other people, and there's those
Krypton.
rings spinning around him, and he has to act
Yeah.
very serious.
They got some really good whiskey on Krypton.
I wonder if that was before or after Marlon Brando hooked up with Richard Pryor.
That never happened.
Well,
More than once.
His Richard Pryor's wife said it did.
So
Like I
flat
said, it
media.
didn't happen more than once.
Flat Media.
Oh, flat
I just
media.
wanted to shout out these two records because I've been walking by them
All
in
right,
the store.
here,
and I
request
just-
music. What is it?
First is the re-release of the Genius Jizza album,
Ew.
Liquid Swords.
Oh, Liquid Swords is a great album. That's
I'm a
Wu-Tang.
big fan.
But they do with the Wu-Tang. Oh, really? How many chambers do they have?
Oh God.
It's like,
They're-
I'm never going to say it any other way now.
where they do.
it's like Krypton.
I'm going to be like Marlon Brando about it. I'm going to be like Wu-Tang.
Wu-Tang.
They did Marvel did a re-release and did lenticular covers, and this one is pretty cool. It's Contest
Oh,
of
that's awesome.
A
Champions.
testicular
Here,
cover.
Lenticular.
Oh.
Great.
Lenticular.
Lenticular.
You know, the planet where they had that secret armada from Star Wars.
Yes, lenticular.
All right, what else?
Steven Universe,
Ugh.
the soundtrack,
Oh,
which
sick.
is
Yeah.
the movie soundtrack, which is a
What?
really awesome looking disc, and I see
Man.
it when I walk in. And
That's awesome.
Steven
I gotta
Universe.
buy
I gotta.
that.
I
a
don't
lot of
know.
Rebecca
Is it colored
Sugar music.
vinyl? Does it say on the front there?
It's a vinyl.
No, but is it a colored vinyl?
I don't know.
No, it doesn't
It's
say it.
colored black.
Probably is. Probably is.
Oh, so colored
Well,
like how my grandparents would call it.
You would think
No.
that no.
What? What happened?
You
What
would,
happened?
No, not at all. Anyway, you can get that right
I
here at
would-
Request Music, right?
Yeah, right here, request music.
Yeah. yeah.
You know what? I
Yes,
want to
sir.
revisit one of Format's picks, though.
Oh, what do you want to revisit?
Did anybody get to watch Scissor 7, the anime on Netflix?
Scissors 7. No. Never got a
It's-
chance to see it.
It is awesome. It is so good.
It's
I
really
did not
good.
expect it to be that good.
All right. Well, should
I
we
thought
have
it-
it's on
See?
Netflix.
You should listen to Format more often.
Yeah.
But let's be fair, it's something that you would not think of watching because it is a Chinese anime with Japanese tendencies. Is that correct?
No, I mean that's
No,
not the problem with it.
no.
It actually, when you watch the preview, it actually looks like a straightforward action thing. Like that's kind of why I didn't give it a chance. I was like, oh, another action anime. I don't need to watch this. And then Format mentioned on the pod, so I watched the first episode, and I was like dying from laughing. It's like the funny ass gags every beat. It's
Yeah,
so
it's good.
hilarious. It's good, man.
It's funny.
I want to watch.
It's
something with-
hilarious.
I want
It's a
to
lot
watch
of
something with funny ass gags.
Yeah.
Trust me, the ass gags are great in this.
There are actually a few, yes.
Yeah.
How this guy gets around.
Man, that just worked out, didn't it?
This guy has a magic bird that flies, that carries him by his crotch. and flies him around.
Dude, this show sounds great.
I'm passing.
It's so good.
You have
What's
to watch
wrong
it.
with
It's
you,
great.
man?
It's
It's a
great,
lot.
dude.
You would have known something great if it kicked you in the face.
Yeah.
I don't like.
It's seriously, it's great.
I don't
It's
like
incredible.
wacky anime. I'm not a fan.
You don't like anything good.
I
is what
don't.
it is.
I
Yeah.
don't.
You just need to let go and just watch
yeah,
it.
yeah, I should. Anyway, that's
I want to repeat
Scissor
that.
7.
Scissor
I want to
7.
repeat that. How
Do-
come I don't see that?
Why
It takes
does
a while to show
what
up
does
on the
Scissor
feed.
7 stand? What is it?
You need to watch it.
Well, it's pretty cool. It's funny because he has like he's supposedly like a mediocre killer, but he has magical control over these scissors and stuff.
He controls them like Thor does Mjolnir.
Yeah,
so you can throw it and call it back. And
Yeah,
stuff.
exactly. And like it's an incredible weapon and automatically saves
But
you
he
in any
uses
fight.
them for like really mundane things.
He's a
like-
barber. He
Yeah.
works at the dye.
But it doesn't
Oh,
have
so
like,
this is like Sweeney Todd, but if he had the Force.
but it doesn't have a hilt. Wait a minute. It doesn't have a hilt though. So I mean, when he calls him back,
You're
doesn't
an
he like
idiot.
stab
Shut
himself
up.
in the hand or
No,
something?
that doesn't happen.
Shut
He can
up.
control it.
It hovers.
Did you
Yeah.
see Beastmaster when you throw the thing out and then it would come back? He didn't cut his hand up there. Stupid.
That's true.
Yeah, you remember those
Well, that's because
ferrets?
that's Mark Singer.
He kept them
Alright.
in his pants.
That's
Yeah.
true. That is Mark
That's
Singer.
Mark
That man
Singer.
is an Adonis.
That he is an Adonis. See?
I'd let that man wreck me.
Yeah. All right, that's the name of the pod.
I'd let that man wreck me. No. It has to be
Oh, man.
specifically, I'd let Mark Singer wreck me.
Oh man.
So can I? But
That
can I
way, if
just
it ever
say-
gets tagged online anywhere, he'd be like, what the hell is going on?
And just so I don't completely turn anybody off towards Scissor 7, it's not purely comedy. Like the storyline, there's a through line with the story, and they don't even really get to it till the last 4 episodes or so. Really start diving into the heart of it, and even that part is really good. And they tug on your heartstrings, but it's still hilarious. It's a good show, man. I can't say anything more without. It's a difficult show to even describe.
Sounds like they were tugging on crotches there for a few.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, they
a lot
did
of
a few
that.
times actually.
Dude, you don't like to watch shows
hilarious.
with people tug on crotches?
Yeah.
Not a fan.
Again, you don't like good stuff.
I
Yeah.
guess I don't.
You don't know a
Sure.
good time when you see it.
I don't know a good time. Anyway, ladies and gents, am I missing anything before we get the hell out of here?
I watched Gretel and Hansel.
Oh, yes,
Oh, yeah,
and
that's right.
It's good. It's actually really
That's-
good.
that's what it's called.
No, I know. Yeah.
I heard good things about it, even though there's like not much of a push for it.
The only thing I hate about it is that everybody's saying that it's one of the best horror movies of 2020. I'm like, calm down. It's the first month. Relax. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's the first
best one
month.
so far.
It's the first horror, like mainstream,
best.
majorly released horror film of the year. So calm down.
Well, bad. To be fair, Bad Boys is the best action movie of the year so far.
Yeah, but that's gonna go away. Nobody's gonna even remember that movie by the time we get to the
How
summer.
dare you?
Nobody's gonna remember that
Yeah.
movie. Mark my words.
It's made a ton of money.
That's fine. A lot of movies make money that aren't
As
really
soon
worth your
as
time.
Fast 9 comes out,
Yeah.
Bad
Which
Boys
is April, I
the-
think.
which is
Yeah, it comes out in
May.
April.
May,
Well,
May,
either way,
May.
it's coming up right around the
Anyway,
corner.
getting back to Gretel and Hansel.
It's definitely it's in the same vein as The Witch. So it's a slow burn kind of a film. It has the same kind of haunting imagery to it. But in a strange way, it's kind of a more pop version of The Witch, because The Witch is just bleak.
I was worried.
It's just endlessly bleak.
it's
Like
a PG-13 movie too.
it's a
right?
PG-13 movie. There's nothing very ultimately gory about it.
Okay.
But it is definitely the story of Hansel and Gretel, and of course, obviously from the title, like she's more of the central character. The age is actually skewed a little bit. They're not around the same age as like how you would remember from the fairy tale.
Oh, she's supposed to be the older sister.
She is the older sister. The boy's a lot younger.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's definitely done the fairy tale way. Alice, I never knew how to say her last name. Krieg,
Alice Creek.
something like that.
She was the Borg in the Star Trek First Contact film.
Yeah. She just once she enters
Okay.
the movie, she just owns the rest of the movie.
Sounds like it.
Yeah, she's
She's the witch.
she's obviously the witch. There's like
Oh.
maybe 5 people
not
tops
the
in the
sister?
whole movie.
Oh.
No.
She's
But
not Hansel.
but it's great. Like it's a really great movie, and it
Hansel's so
definitely it's exactly what the movie's sold as. It's a dark. I mean, the fairy tales really are actually dark stories. That's the thing.
They're
the
great
thing-
fairy tales.
for
a
sure.
lot of people forget that they're actually really dark fairy tale stories, but they're
They're even more twisted. The original,
In the
the
books, yeah.
original
more
stories.
twisted than
So
the
this actually lives up to what the
adaptations, right?
true source material kind of territory. So yeah.
And
So what I would
could
say,
I take a 6-year-old to this?
no, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
the poster is
It
compelling.
literally opens with an older man trying to proposition a young girl.
Whoa!
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Whoa.
So not my 6-year-old.
No.
So, anyone else's, but not yours.
Just find one at the mall. Be like, hey, you want to go see a
Nice.
movie? I'll tell your parents it's okay later, and just take them in.
Yeah, format. Try that.
Yeah.
So I did find
it.
I did find the poster
Can I
visuals.
take Kai to this?
Yes,
Oh, okay,
absolutely.
Just don't watch his crotch because he's probably
Why are you
You're
watching
gonna
my
get you're
crotch?
gonna get a boner, dude.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Why are you assuming?
I'm not
boner in
assuming
this
anything. Huh?
Gannon, did you get a boner in this movie?
No, I did not.
Okay.
Then why are you
I
assuming
thought
I'm gay
Gannon just
about it?
walks around with a boner.
I feel like you would. That's why.
You don't know.
So
Yes, I do.
okay.
No,
So
you
here's the
don't.
question: do I need to see this in the theater?
I would say so.
Okay.
It's definitely. I mean, you know,
Don't wear
it's-
sweatpants.
It's a lot more of a because if you watch The Witch, like when you're watching that movie, it's borderline a black and white movie. It's not, but it feels like a black
It
and white
does.
movie because they really wash the colors out.
Yeah.
This one is that kind of a movie,
It's
but it
Technicolor.
doesn't feel as bleak. Like they
Yeah.
really they go for very rich textures, a lot of
Good.
rich atmosphere.
Nice.
Oh,
It-
nice.
It's a really great looking movie.
Good.
So I would definitely say you should see it at a theater just for that alone.
Well, the poster image was quite compelling with
Yeah.
the pulling the hair out of the mouth and the
Yeah.
one was the ponytail. That was great.
Yeah.
So I was hesitant, but if you say it's good,
Osgood
I'll watch it.
Perkins. He's definitely making a name for himself when it comes to movies right now.
Anthony
Fantastic.
Perkins.
It's Anthony Perkins' son.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Oh sick.
Osgood Perkins. Well, it was Oz Perkins. I thought it's a little pretentious. It's Osgood Perkins now, but whatever. That is his name, I guess.
Osgood's a
but
great name.
I like Oz Perkins.
I like Oz too.
I think the last two movies that he had actually directed,
You wanted
he was
to make
just
sure
going by
people
Oz
knew
Perkins.
he was good.
Yeah, I guess so.
Osgood's a great name for a pig.
Yeah, it sounds very close
So's
to the
G
Penguin's
Money.
name.
What the frick, bro?
That's a horrible name.
Shut your mouth.
But
Anyway.
yeah, it is Anthony Perkins' son.
Oh,
And
fantastic.
yeah,
Cool.
it's a great movie.
All right, I'll check
It's
it out.
awesome.
I cannot remember the actress's name, but she was the one that played Bev in It. When the
Jessica
kid.
Chastain?
No,
Oh, no.
when she was a kid.
Oh. Bev was Jessica Chastain? Oh,
I
yeah.
cannot remember the girl's name, but she's Gretel, and she's great.
Oh, really? All right. That's
That's all. Who plays Hansel?
Beverly
so
Marsh.
Some guy I don't
Beverly
know. his name.
Marsh.
I'm so hot right now.
Beverly Marsh, right?
I don't know.
This is it's her right here.
That's not the actress's name though.
No, that is the actress's name. That's what I'm asking.
Her real name is Beverly Marsh.
Beverly Marsh, right?
I thought that's the character's name.
Oh, maybe not. Okay.
You idiot!
All right.
What a maroon.
I was like, that's not her real name. That's her character's
All
name.
right, fine.
Wait. You thought the It movie was a documentary?
Yeah.
That really
That-
happened.
Oh,
none of that
there it is,
happened.
right there. Sophia Lillis. Is that her?
Yeah, that's it.
That's it. Okay.
There you go.
Does anybody have any recommendations for Disney Plus or Netflix right now?
Actually,
'Cause
I've been
running out of crap.
I just started watching this with my nieces and nephews. It's called The Owl House.
Owl House?
The Owl House, yeah.
Sounds
So-
inappropriate.
Is it animated?
Yeah, it is. It's a. At first,
Oh.
I thought it was a little weird, but then after watching a few of the episodes with them,
Might need
it's
to
very compelling.
announce something
That's
after this.
Netflix?
Okay.
Not on Netflix, but I think it's on Disney Plus.
Disney Plus?
Yeah.
Okay, Owl House. I have to remember.
Castlevania season 3.
That's right,
Yep.
Castlevania season 3. I
Is
cannot
Warren
wait.
Ellis still writing it?
He's
I
gotta
think so,
be.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because
I
he was
mean,
writing the first season.
He wrote the
and
first two.
I'm not in touch with that show at all, but
It's so good.
He
Did you watch it?
No.
You need to watch it.
Yeah, you
Oh,
should.
it's so good.
Pretty
It's good.
I would recommend it. You don't have to watch it, but I would
You have
recommend
to
it.
watch it.
Which one is that?
Castlevania.
Do it
Okay.
now.
That's that vampire video game back in the day.
Season 2 was even.
You know,
like,
the one on the
Yeah,
Nintendo.
The inferior console.
It
Yeah, I know.
was on the Atari.
Yeah.
I mean,
the-
season 1 was like mind blowing, and then season 2 was better somehow. So I'm
Yeah.
like,
And those same guys are doing the He-Man show, right?
Yeah.
Same
Supposedly.
animation house.
There's
I
gonna be a
think they
He-Man
are.
Oh, no
anime by the
way.
same
I think
team.
they
Oh,
are.
wow, that's awesome.
I thought Kevin Smith was also doing one.
there's
He-Man
that's
show,
a
too.
different show.
That is the He-Man show.
Oh, that is the
the
He-Man
one.
show?
The,
The
one
anime
those
one is Kevin
animators
Smith?
are working on is the Kevin
Okay.
Smith
I
show.
heard there was two.
There
the other
is
day.
another He-Man show. I don't know who's doing that one.
Isn't that one supposed to be done by Mattel? Because I heard Mattel is supposed to do
They're
one.
involved in both.
Oh, they are.
Yeah, they don't walk away from their franchise. What are you, silly?
No, I thought they were directing one,
No,
and then
no, no,
Kevin
no.
Smith was directing the
Mattel
other
is in
one.
the toy business, dude. They wouldn't know the first thing about producing a show.
Amen to that,
Isn't
sir.
that why they wouldn't start doing it themselves? Because
No, because now
after
they
the
get
She-Ra-
to sell 2 toy lines.
So that's March 5th, by the way, Castlevania season 3. So
I-
that's coming soon.
I do think the
I can't
second
wait.
Right around the
He-Man
corner.
show is a bit disrespectful to the first He-Man show, though, because it almost kind of comes
Space
across like,
pirate?
just in case this one doesn't work, we got
Right.
another
Oh,
one.
oh, oh. I thought you meant the 90s He-Man show, the Space Pirate.
See, if it
He-Man
was that, like,
pony-
like
Space
Pirate
those
one?
were terrible, by the way.
with
We're-
a ponytail
yeah.
Really?
and a lightning laser
Yes,
sword.
he got basically taken from Eternia, thrown on a whole other planet that Skeletor
That
was
show
somehow
is
on
wacky
too.
as hell, man. I watched a couple episodes. I'm like, this
I know,
is
right?
crazy.
He got a space sword. He
Yeah.
did have a ponytail.
It was crazy.
And
I
they-
think Hordak at one point was in the show. I
Probably,
think.
yeah. But it was weird, man. The animation was a little more,
Yeah,
the action was
it
a
was
little
terrible.
more crazy.
And he was a
Mattel was
space
desperately
pirate.
trying to find a different way to push He-Man out.
Terrible, but fun and weird. If you're into fun and weird, check it out. It's kind of weird.
It was like
Really
when it was
weird.
like when they did Extreme Ghostbusters.
Which is actually not that bad, man. I watched some episodes of Swan. Extreme
you know what?
Ghostbusters
I
is
just
pretty
saw an article today about people making a case for the Extreme Ghostbusters, saying it's better than people remember.
Trash.
I will say
Shut your
that
face!
Watching anything with Swan makes it enjoyable.
good.
I don't know why.
You start appreciating even if it's supposed to be really terrible.
When the word
Yeah.
extreme is in your title, it's not good.
What about
So
Extreme
Mountain Dew?
Doritos and Mountain Dew?
No.
What about those guys that did more than words?
Yeah, those guys
Yeah.
are cool.
Who?
No,
Exactly.
no, not the Who.
Oh.
Extreme did that song.
Yeah,
Stupid.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
why I'm saying no. I will tell you what is good on Netflix right now.
What is good?
There's a fantastic and fascinating
What
documentary
thing showed up in your
on my
recommended?
list. I got Night on Earth I've been watching.
Really?
Night,
Is
Night
that
on
any
Earth.
good?
Night
It
on
is.
Earth, yeah.
Yeah,
Night
I've
on
been getting
Earth.
recommended
Night
that.
on Earth is a documentary
I
about
guess.
the.
Of course, it's a documentary.
Listen,
Of course it-
it's about
Nighttime.
animals.
First, it's the
Nighttime.
first blackout.
It's about animals and animals and
Since the
nocturnal
dawn
animals.
of man,
you
it
guys
has
are
been
such
nighttime.
jerks.
Hey, this is
Documentaries are good.
This is a nerd-based podcast.
Yeah, you can be nerdy about docs.
You ever notice that he's the one that pulls it out of the whole point of the show all the time?
What?
all the time.
No.
All right, so
Anyway,
Aaron Nakahara and John Jay also bring up that the new Thundercats episodes are coming. We all saw the first two
Who the
episodes.
hell
of
is excited about
Thundercats
that?
Roar? Me.
No.
Oh, dear God.
No.
To answer your question,
They should call that
Aaron and
Extreme
John Jay,
Thundercats.
exactly.
Did you guys
Like I said, it
watch
should be the name of the show that I did the other night. It should be Thundercats Yawn. It sucks.
Tell me, nobody laughed at the Robert Burbles? Come on, man.
No.
Those things were funny, bro.
No,
I'm sorry. It's not.
I thought
not
they were
funny
funny.
enough.
Thundercats aren't
That's
funny,
not what
bro.
people want to see from Thundercats.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
I'm open to it, man. Look
Yeah.
at what they did to my Ninja Turtles. I'm fine with it all.
You know what?
Yeah,
you
but
know
that
the
one's a
biggest
little
problem
bit
with
fun to watch.
the
Rise?
biggest problem with cartoons now is it all goes for like.
I want to start off with cartoons being
Nerd
made
Watch.
these right now are not made for you. You
okay,
know
Yeah.
this, right?
here's the thing though.
I just
It
want to
seems
make sure
like-
you understand that
It
going
seems
in.
like-
He's gonna explain why it
Let me
is.
let me
That's why
explain.
you watch anime.
Let me explain it to you. It seems like all of the cartoons now on Adult Swim and all of these these supposed kiddie cartoons
Right.
are all based and put out for the stoner demographic. They all look terrible.
What?
They
That's a
all
very
have,
narrow field. that
Yes,
you're looking at it
exactly.
through,
Yeah, but
though.
you're-
There's a lot of stoners.
You're
Yes,
wrong.
there is.
I agree.
You're wrong
but
and you're right. It's not Cartoon Network. It's specifically Adult Swim. That caters to the stoner demographic.
Yeah.
the
But
college
it's just
kids.
Adult Swim. But William Street is like a production studio that makes specifically all these cartoons. I actually knew somebody who was writing for one of them that I don't think is going to be around too long, unfortunately. But the
like
Super
as in
Jail
he's gonna
spinoff,
die or they're gonna fire him.
like I don't think it's going to last another season.
Oh, you made it sound
That
like-
did sound kind of
It
heavy.
sounded
I was like,
like-
oh my god, is he gonna?
Like, oh,
Yeah.
They're going to bring him out back and shoot him.
Did he get bad news or something? What
That's,
happened?
oh man, the chat.
I got deeply concerned in like 2 seconds.
That's why
I'm
I wanted
like,
to make sure to clear that up.
I don't know who this is, but oh my god, what happened?
I mean, this show must have been really bad.
No, it was a spin-off from the Super Jail, like same animation style. different type of style.
okay.
But the premise of it was a little too serious for that style. I love Super Jail because it's just completely ridiculous and bonkers. But the show that came after it was like Rollerball or something like that, and it was like had a through line story.
I know
And that's
what you're
exactly
talking
why
Really-
I hate Super Jail.
I love Super Jail. You crazy?
That my problem is it's too crazy.
It's
not,
so
I can't,
good.
I can't,
I love Super Jail.
can't handle it, man. Not at all.
Well, chat said extreme G money.
about. Yeah.
Yeah. Mike
yeah.
Tyson.
Should
Hey,
be
you want
canceled.
to talk crap about the stoner demographic?
Right.
They made Mike Tyson's Mysteries for us.
Oh, you know what? Fair
That's a
enough.
great show.
That is a
That
good
is a
show.
great show.
That is a good show. Okay, I'll give you
Every
that.
show needs more Norm Macdonald.
Yeah, Norm
Yeah,
Macdonald belongs.
absolutely. Did you see this new?
Norm Macdonald should be in the next season of Mandalorian.
Did anybody see that this new series that hit Netflix? It's a Swedish
Balls
show
Masters, that's the
called
one.
Ragnarok, and it looks like it's a Thor show out of Sweden.
They don't own the trademark for Ragnarok. That's
I know,
Norse
no. That's
mythology,
Norse
bro.
mythology. It seems like it's going to be a Thor series.
there was already a comic by the Simonsons, Walt Simonson, called Ragnarok, based on the Norse Thor, the Legends of Thor, and all that. That's been a comic through IDW.
Oh
you know?
yeah.
Yeah, so Marvel can't stop anybody from
Well,
doing that,
Netflix
bro.
literally, the picture is literally a hammer on the Ragnarok. It's literally a Thor hammer. It's crazy.
Okay.
So it's
A
a
Thor
Swedish-
hammer?
A Thor hammer.
That story went nowhere.
Yeah.
Right
No, I'm
on.
just saying that Sweden is in the fantasy business, so they're doing.
I'm pretty sure they've always
Yeah,
been.
yeah. So we'll see.
They're also in the death metal business.
Oh, they
Yeah,
are.
they are.
Oh, yeah, they
They
are.
love it.
I like that documentary that came out a couple years ago.
They love it.
About that death
More
metal
documentaries?
death metal band.
What's your documentary say?
Gosh, what the hell's
They're
Spinal
into-
Tap.
They're
No,
into
no,
Spinal
no,
Tap.
no.
They're into
Something like-
strongman
anyway,
competitions.
Sorry, I was getting thrown off. Anyway, I like that documentary. It's very dark and just so weird.
Yeah,
It's weird. Anyway, anything else? Anything else anybody's watching? I mean, anybody else? Anything else anybody's watching or paying attention to?
No, man.
There has
Give
been
me some tips for Netflix or
There is some.
Nothing.
By the way, it is.
Disney Plus.
No.
Something good.
No. It.
I've
I'm
watched
actually
it
worried
all
about something
already.
on Netflix.
They're having
You
on.
can see a lot cooler things on Netflix if you
Yeah.
watch it on your PC versus your TV.
Yeah, you can change the VPN.
Oh, yeah, because they have the studio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get access
Uncut
to the
gems,
other,
bro. Uncut
Oh, really?
gems. Yeah.
Uncut- oh,
It's
shit.
uncut gems. As long as
I
you're not in
can-
the United States.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good to go.
So you can watch that Adam Sandler movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
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 Wait, didn't that just come out in theaters like last month?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, that's quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's a
not have
Netflix thing.
It's a
yeah,
Netflix
so-
movie.
Must
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
have been good.
It was.
Yeah, just like
How
The
dare you.
Irishman.
It got
That
bailed.
wasn't
It
that
got
great
bailed
either.
on the Netflix really quick.
How dare you?
I like how you like look at it being on Netflix the same as straight to
Straight to
DVD.
video, right? Straight to video.
Oh no, I know that's not a. I know that's not a true thing, but yeah, I try to act like it is. It was the case for a while, but not until
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
they used to mail out. I mean, they still do. But
yeah.
Oh, do they?
I don't know who the hell uses it, but
I don't know either. What are we talking about?
we're talking about Netflix.
The
Stupid.
Netflix
You're the
mailing
host
service.
of the show. And you don't know what's
I don't
going
know what the
on.
hell's
He's
going
like
on?
handsome Danny tunes in every so
You
often.
can literally adjust our levels to listen to us. And you have no idea what's
I know,
happening on the show.
It's just it's.
You're
it's,
a complete tool.
it's all.
Jesus.
Hey, format.
It's one
Can I
thing
ask you
for
a
me
question?
not to pay attention. It's another thing for you not to pay attention.
I know. I'm at
Yeah,
that point.
host.
I've been I've been watching.
Hancock is on Netflix.
You know what else Hancock is on?
I actually-
Pornhub.
I actually like that movie.
Shut up.
It is though.
That was a good
Shut-
movie.
I was just watching it before I came out.
Yeah, you're so
Oh,
stupid.
God.
Anyway,
I said that too before I left.
no.
I
Anyway,
like that movie too.
right now, like I was
The
gonna say,
ending was very endearing.
it is this month.
And
is,
Jason Bateman.
iTunes and Vudu and all of the platforms that sell streaming material. It's Black History Month, so they have some amazing deals on some great movies right now. So you got to check them
You can
out.
watch the entire Blade trilogy for $3.
How dare you?
It's a quadrilogy. Don't forget about Sticky Fingers.
That's not part of the. That's not part of the same series.
Yeah.
No, they have some great movies on sale right now for Black
That-
History Month on those platforms. Check them out. I bought a few of them. They're really good. So I got like Spike Lee's.
I bet you can get Black Panther for
Oh.
streaming real cheap too. right now.
No, you can't. That's the one thing you
Your
can't.
story.
John
Oh, you know
Murakami's-
why? Because it's Disney.
Yeah.
They're like, we're not
Saying,
lowering our
no,
prices.
Plus.
Nice.
John Murakami saying Dragon Quest, Your Story, Netflix anime, February 13th.
See,
Oh,
John
yeah.
should be on the show, not you.
Hell
He
yeah.
lives in Oahu.
Yeah,
I agree.
I think
That's
Murakami-
fine. We'll phone him in.
Yeah.
We'll Skype
He's
him
good.
in. Just
Yeah.
have a monitor here with his face.
Oh wow.
Over G's.
Bring the mic to
Yeah,
him.
there you go.
Oh, there you go. Well, we'll get like an iPad thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like make it like a mask,
Right.
and then it'll be John's
Perfect.
face.
Wow.
Oh.
And
I
then
bet
you'll
we get
you'll
more
have to
viewers.
gesture for him.
I'd
So
watch.
you'll have to like
Yeah.
learn how to perform.
Would you watch it?
Oh hell yeah!
Oh wow. All right.
I would watch the hell out of
All
that.
right. Well.
Just shut up and let him run the show.
Sweet. So this is officially the last time I'll be joining the show.
Well, once we get
We did it.
There was much rejoicing.
It only took 200 episodes.
By the way,
wait, we gotta have way more than 200.
we are closing in on 300 episodes. So we're gonna have a big
Word?
300 episode
Really?
celebration. Yeah. No joke.
Oh,
I'm gonna.
man.
Are we gonna have? Are we
How
gonna
many
have punch
episodes do we
pie?
have?
We are currently
Balloons?
we are
We should
sitting.
throw a party.
You guys are gonna let me
Wait,
check
when-
now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
check.
started.
What episode
All
are we
right,
on?
hang on a second. Let me double check.
This is
here.
like two.
You brought it up and you don't have
He
any
lost
frame
all
of
the
reference.
files.
I do.
know.
I do.
that's
We're back to number one.
I was gonna say, aren't there some lost episodes though? Does
There
that
are-
still count?
There are 21 episodes that
so
are
then we're not
lost.
at 300 then.
No. It still counts because I started at 21, so we're missing 1 through 20. But we are currently sitting.
Wait. I feel like what I said is still
So
right.
whatever number he says, minus 21.
Correct.
So then we're nowhere.
No. We are currently sitting at now 277.
So that's accounting for the missing ones.
That's accounting for the missing
Not
ones.
we're
So are we
adding
really
those.
doing
Correct.
something
Okay.
crazy for episode
We're gonna
3?
do the.
Watch.
We're gonna do the all
Episode
do
three-
it
the
yeah.
all nude episode.
somewhere else.
Episode 300 is also the start of season 3 because I do them in
Let's
seasons.
do it
So
from
100
Kalama
episodes a
Beach
season.
Park.
Yeah. 100 episodes a season.
Let's do it in the triangle. Let's do it.
Oh,
let's do it at
Jesus.
Tiki's on a Friday night.
So we're
Yeah,
gonna have.
that's nice.
Oh, yeah.
This is gonna come up a lot faster than you think. So just be prepared. All right?
That's what I tell them all too.
Shut up, Ken.
It's gonna come up
Anyway,
faster than you think.
episode 300 is going to be the Nerd Watch here in
That's
just
in
a few
September.
short weeks. That's going to be, 78, 79, 80, 1, 2,
Yeah.
3, 4, 5.
Oh, no.
It's going to be like in April, I think.
What?
It's going to be in April. or May.
April?
That
Why
doesn't-
are you doing
that
it now?
doesn't sound right.
There's
Yeah.
one episode a week, bro.
Yeah.
30 weeks.
70, no.
And February is a short month.
Yeah, it's true.
Do we actually have 4 weeks in
So
February?
we're looking at
on
August.
Tuesdays anyway. I
No,
don't
not
know.
even
We're looking
August.
at
What are you
about
talking
Tune
about?
into the Nerd Watch where you can watch them figure out days and
Yay.
weeks.
How dare you?
Math.
I'm
We're
looking right
terrible
now.
at math.
78,
They literally
79,
just watch
80,
G count with his fingers.
81. I'm telling you, hang on. Now I'm counting because you guys are pissing me off. 82, 83,
August.
85, 86, 87,
Let's do 7
Hey,
episodes
Google,
a night.
open my calculator.
88, 89, 90, 91, 92,
You could literally counting them all on the calendar.
93,
Oh
94,
my
95,
This is
96,
worth watching, isn't it?
97.
Like,
It's gonna
this
be
is the
in
most riveting
June.
thing.
It's gonna be in June. It's gonna be in
Damn.
June.
Everybody was wrong.
Great.
It's gonna
Awesome.
be in June. So y'all were wrong.
Glad we
I
found that
believe
out.
it was
You were
in
wrong,
June
too.
last year, too.
Yeah, I think it was episode 200. Yeah, you're right.
Oh, God.
So episode 300.
I
is
love
in
if we've
June.
actually
So what
done
are we
like
gonna
400 or
do?
500.
So we're
It's
gonna have
really
a,
bad
maybe we
to
should
keep
do a
track.
fun little summer thing. That'd be fun.
Will it be the first
Fun
appearance
little
of Venom?
summer thing.
Nerd Watch Beach Party.
Nerd Watch Beach Party. I'm in.
Come check us out in our trunks.
Shirtless, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nobody needs to see you shirtless.
Shirtless.
Everybody has to take turns applying.
Everybody wants to
Right.
see money
Right.
shirtless.
That's right.
Him.
Everybody
Yeah, I
has.
said it.
Everyone takes turns applying sunblock.
I'm going to bring
me.
gravy.
Whoa, no. Oh,
I wouldn't
no.
touch you with Kai's chopped off hands.
What's wrong with you?
I would cut off his hands and I
hell
still
no.
wouldn't touch you with them.
Come on.
If
Why would
you
you
went
cut
through the
my
trouble of
hands
cutting
off?
his hands off, I would do it.
Nope.
Why does everyone
Oh,
Just
wait,
to
we can
honor
get,
your hands.
Oh, I know what we can do. We can get like those
No.
paint rollers.
Oh, you can.
We can
There
dip
you
it in
go,
there.
see?
and just-
I'm going to get a trough of gravy and paint roll you. That's what we're doing for episode 300.
That's episode
You
300.
said we're doing
This
it,
is
so
No,
we're
we're
doing
not.
it. Oh,
Okay,
we are
if we're
totally
using
doing that.
if we're using gravy, this is starting to get pretty sexy,
I
and
think
I'm
it's
enjoying it.
sexy. All right, sweet.
I'm
Can we
down.
use
I am
Jollibee?
down for
It's
this.
going to be
What?
very
Can we
hot.
use
I'm
Jollibee
going
gravy?
to warm it
Jolly
up.
Bee gravy?
I got
If
two
you're gonna
things of it at
stand in
home.
line for that, yeah, all right.
All right.
Hopefully
Before,
the line
before
be gone, yeah.
when the show
Just
ends,
walk into Jollibee's and be like, "Can I get a trough of gravy?"
before after the show ends, I do have to ask you guys something off the air that I want to talk about. Was there something?
So
you
why
wanted to-
bring it up during the show,
I want-
stupid?
Before I forget.
Anything you
Now
can
everybody
say to
wants
us,
to
you
know.
can say to the
Castlevania.
audience.
Yeah, now they
That's
want to
all
know
I
what
wanted
you're
bring
gonna
up.
say,
Say it then.
idiot.
All right.
Say it.
All right. I'm not.
You're
gonna,
having gender reassignment.
We've all that joke has been done. All right.
I've probably
damn
done it
joke has been
myself
done.
6 or
I know.
7
All right.
times.
God dang it. No. Last week I posted
It
up
was a success.
on our Facebook page an actual clip of the show, a 1-minute clip of the show.
Oh,
I
yeah,
don't know
I
if
saw
you guys
that.
ever saw that.
Yeah, I saw it,
Did you? What
and
did it-
I
don't even remember.
disliked it immediately.
I don't know what the
Did
hell
you-
it was about.
All right, well, it was about what if, does the Joker need a sequel? I just want to know if you guys liked it, if it's something
Oh,
I should
so
keep
you
doing.
can do more of those?
Yeah, it was all right.
That's fine.
It was fine.
All right. I don't
More
know.
content is always good, dude.
More content is good. All right.
Even in snippets.
I do
Even the
remember seeing
snippets.
like, what the hell is this? And I listened to it and like, ugh, that's my voice. In there.
Sweet. All right. Well, I'll see if I can do that.
That's how I was too. I was like, oh, what's this?
There's nothing
And
I hate
listened
more than
to it,
hearing
and
my
I was
own
like, yeah,
voice.
That's G's voice.
what the frick? What the hell? Anyway, ladies and gents, we are out of time. Please join us on Thursday night for Birds of Prey. And then
Pray.
You know you're not saying the whole title, right?
the Emancipation
The
of
Emancipation of one Miss Harley Quinn.
no, the Fantabulous
Fantabulous Emancipation
Emancipation, yes.
of one
Fantabulous.
Harley Quinn.
of one Harley Quinn.
Emancipation of
That's
Mimi.
so much words than need to be said.
Yeah, it's stupid.
I don't think it's the official
I think
title,
it's
but
dumb.
you always see it on the poster.
If the Joker's
Yeah.
not in it, I'm going to be
Glitter,
upset.
the butterfly.
I'm
something.
100% certain you're going to see her driving that truck into that explosion, and it's going to be like the Joker, but a lot of cutaways where you don't see his face.
And then like a bunch of silver metal teeth falling on the ground to symbolize that he got
That he's
blown to
dead.
shreds.
That's what they're doing. That's their out, so they can bring in a different Joker later and say he got scarred in there.
Yeah.
Nice.
You know that's what they're doing,
Yeah,
right?
instead of losing limbs, he'll just have a scar on
Yeah,
his face.
he's gonna come out. His face gonna be all scarred, but it'll be a whole other actor now.
Yeah, well, all out the.
That's their out for that.
All right,
no
so
tattoos. And
And
everything.
burned
Bring
his
it back.
tattoos off.
Yeah.
please, for some reason, join us for a Birds of Prey movie.
Oh, shut up.
Weird.
Why
Why isn't
do
it
you
a
make
Why
it
is it a
sound
Harley
like
Quinn
that?
movie? I don't
I
understand
think
why
the
it's not a
official
Harley.
I mean,
title is Birds of
That
Eat,
I
Pray,
agree
Love.
with.
Yeah.
That I agree with.
Yeah, it should have been a Harley
I
Quinn.
wish it was just a Harley Quinn movie based on the trailers. but-
Yeah, it's so dumb. Anyway, please join us 6 o'clock.
You watch. It's probably going to
Yeah.
be amazing.
All right, we'll see.
I just hope it's a fun movie.
I'll be the judge.
I hope
of
so,
that.
too.
I'll
Yeah,
be the judge.
I think it'll be a fun movie.
All right,
I'm sure you will be very judgy.
We'll be
Yes.
super judgy.
What I'm crossing my fingers for is the Huntress gets her outfit. Because, yeah,
It'd be sweet.
I kind of want her to have her outfit.
It'd be sweet.
I know I usually come out on the side of like, so long as it's true to the character. But I really want to see Huntress's outfit in a movie or something
Yeah.
close to it.
You've been talking to Alika for too long.
No, it's not even that. Huntress just has a really cool outfit.
All right. Well, we'll see.
Right now, you just see her in the trailers with like a halter top on and leather pants.
Yeah, that's par for the course.
It's
That's
a little boring.
Listen, it worked for the X-Men, right?
No, they wore full leather outfits.
Yeah.
And if you
What's-
ask Alika, that did not work.
That totally worked.
Jumpsuits.
Totally worked. Leather jumpsuits.
Yeah, the
totally
Huntress
worked.
just wears the WandaVision outfit,
Yes,
but it's purple.
But it's
Yeah.
purple. I love it.
Perfect.
Be awesome. Perfect. All right, so please join us 6 o'clock. Regal Mime Omegaplex, the Nerd Watch. We're gonna be there. It's gonna be a lot of fun. So Gannon will be there.
James Gunn will be
James
there.
Gunn will
Oh,
be there.
wow.
And so will Stanley. He will be there. So make sure you guys check
Mine
us
sounded
out.
a little bit more real somehow.
Does it?
Yeah, I think mine sounded a little bit more real.
Yeah.
Stanley could still be there.
Mark
Jizzle will be
Mark
there.
Wahlberg will be there.
Mark Wahlberg will be there.
Mark
Wow.
and Mark
Yeah,
Wahlberg.
it's pretty sweet.
Feel it, feel it.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, we are out of time. Have a wonderful Tuesday, or excuse me, a wonderful Wednesday. We'll see you back here next week Tuesday with a full review of Birds of Prey and the fantabulous emancipation of one Miss Harley Quinn. You're not going to want to miss it. Format will be there. Kai will be there.
Nope.
Alika will be there.
All the
I
guys
don't
that
know,
aren't
maybe.
going.
That's true.
I work.
It's going to be just me and you,
It's
apparently.
pretty much going to be me and you.
And Aaron,
And
who's not going to be
Aaron.
here for the show afterwards.
That's true.
No,
he
he's
won't
not.
be that jerk. Anyway, so for Format, for our producer, seducer, Kai, you
I'm not broke.
sexy beast. And of course, again, and the Dark Knight. And the freaky one, the biggest masshole I ever met, Dr. Freaky, Daddy Leaky. Peace out. Much love. And most
You gotta go
certainly,
to Boston.
always stay dirty.
There
See you
are
back
a
here
lot
next
worse.
week. Aloha.
Snow Mexicans.